Bruce, good job.
Thank you all very much.
Tell them to tip off the club links. Yes.
All right, Mayor Council, item on the agenda this evening is public comments. Anyone wishing to address an item that is not on the agenda should do so at this time. Be advised in the text of the meeting that the council cannot act on the item that's not on the agenda.
It's me. It's me, Mayor Stewart. You know, and I just want to say, Mayor Stewart, you did a heck of a job tonight. I really do appreciate the way that you ran this meeting. I mean that. I think that you actually did let dialogue happen. A lot of these meetings, sometimes I think they don't let the audience, the people that are being affected by what's being voted on, actually engage with the people that are trying to make it happen. So I do want to applaud you. Now, I do have an issue, Mark. I go and I speak at city council meetings all over the world, from New York City to Compton, California. And not once have I ever heard a council member say, we don't like you. Now, I know,
I apologize.
and it's funny.
Sorry that came out. It was a heated little exchange.
It was a little heated. It was a little heated.
I apologize. Didn't mean anything by it. So
Well, you didn't, I appreciate the apology. Your apology is accepted, and I do appreciate that. But what's frustrating is you did that in front of this big group. And, this is one thing that I do want to make you guys remember. I know that you guys are big, wealthy people. You've had good, jobs. You guys have had successful careers. That's why you got elected. Remember, you got elected to serve. You got elected to serve the people, right? That's why you are a politician. You're not getting paid for this job. So your interests are the people that voted for you. So not the third-party companies that are going to make money, not the bureaucrats, not the unelected bureaucrats. We don't want them to make decisions. We voted on you to represent us. So when you have situations like surveys that tells you how the city feels about something, I think you should go with what the people want. So listen, apologies accepted. I'm just saying I've been to a lot. And I've never had a council member say they don't like me. I've had a lot of council members that don't like me. I know that, but I've never heard one say it. So, Mark, it is what it is. We'll be on the internet. I'm sure it'll get a lot of views. But I just think that meeting was conducted in a good way, Mayor Stewart. So I just want to applaud you. And I want to applaud the rest of the council for at least tabling it. I know that you guys are tabling it. So later, maybe there'll be less of there will be less people to care then. Once we get tabled, let's just be real. Less people will care over time. So my point is, you guys will probably still end up getting it passed, but you guys did the right thing tonight. So I want to applaud everybody. Mark, apology accepted. And Mayor Stewart, I want to applaud you one more time and thank you for my time. Where's my apology? What do I need to apologize for?
Terrible behavior, egregious.
I'm allowed to act like this. I'm allowed to act however I want. See, that's what I'm saying. Look at these people are so butthurt. I mean, I'm allowed to act however I want. You're the one that's trying to get us to pay more money. So, it's just, listen. And what's funny is I can call her fat. I can do whatever I want. I'm allowed to do whatever I want. I have the First Amendment. They don't understand the First Amendment. So that's the difference between me and them. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, have to do it.
Wait about Justin.
Gosh, these people are insane at this meeting.
Yes. Yeah.
Let's get the hell out of here. See you guys in a month. Yeah, so that was crazy, babe. That was crazy. Those women are so annoying in this meeting. Sorry, guys. You guys can't even see my hair. Let me see the keys. You guys couldn't even see my face. Parking. It's absolutely ridiculous what just happened. Ridiculous. Sorry, we're live. We're about to be covering the Trump thing. Has Trump started yet? Has Trump started yet? Has Trump started yet?
I would be lying.
Babe, what the heck? Can you believe, guys, there's so much drama. And the council member apologized. I think, yeah, I got it on my camera. So, wow, what a night. And then my dad's texting me like, I know the one of the attorneys in there works for us. He probably doesn't know that I was a dickhead to everybody in the meeting. Where's your apology? Shut up, bitch. That's my apology. Gosh. Sorry. But I'm not apologizing to those people that we're fighting with in the meeting, trying to get us to pay more money to
Well,
freaking
this
park.
is just what's so insane to me
I
is that
can't see you, but-
is that well that's fine. Is that the main guy at the very end that was like, where's your apology or whatever? He stood up there. I was like, I'm very sympathetic. He's not sympathetic at all.
I know.
Dang.
And it's funny, Cammy McLean, a girl I went to school with, her brother was in the meeting and he was in favor of it. Like, I want to know what the hell her brother was doing.
Yeah, well, the thing is, though, is that these people are getting mad at how, like, Alex was acting, but at the same time, they were going up there talking, because we missed, like, the first part a little bit, but whenever that guy went back up there and was talking, he was talking to everyone like we were stupid.
I know,
So,
I know.
like, be mad about
Like,
that,
we're
and how
gonna
they're
do
talking to
parking.
us.
The way they talk to us, like we're just idiots. Like we don't understand that you're
Well,
gonna make money by hiring a third party to start billing us and giving us tickets if we don't pay the parking meter.
Yeah,
So
and
it's like,
also what made me laugh is that they're like, oh, we're gonna have a parking attendant go around. Okay, yeah, like that ever actually really happens. How many parking lots have you parked in where there's
well, they
no
will.
parking attendant?
The thing is
Like,
there.
I'm just saying that's like money going to waste where they're paying for this attendant, but they're not even doing their job.
No, I
That
know.
could happen.
But you know how psycho they are about parking on our street? You know, they'll
No,
have
yeah, that's
they'll have a
true.
person
That is
up there
true.
every day.
That's
If you do
true.
not pay, they will have a person sitting
They
up
will.
there
I've gotten a ticket before.
for in 2 minutes.
And I had the tag, the parking permit. I forgot to put it out, and
And we
still-
had it. Yeah, we even
Yeah.
had it. Like, why they're giving me a ticket? They won't. They're just
It's like $75. It's not cheap.
no. It's expensive shit ton of money.
No, but that was just insane. And then there's this other guy up there too who he was bald, but he was like Alex like said something to him like something buddy. I can't remember what. And he's
Dude,
like,
I'm not your buddy. I was
and
like,
then,
all
and
right.
then I was like,
all right.
okay, whatever. Said something back to him, and then he stormed out of the meeting. He didn't come back in.
Did that
He
guy
was
never
so
come back?
mad. No, I didn't see him again. He was so mad.
I-
But it's like, once again, you're talking to us like that. Like, I mean, it's just.
This is the
people are
thing.
insane.
This is the thing. And I don't like having to get ugly in those meetings. I'm telling you, why I do always talk about how I want to be high vibrational, but they bring me into a low vibrational state.
Yeah,
That's
they
not an
do.
excuse. I don't know how to explain it, but that's why I have to start chipping at them and I have to start saying this stuff because just their energy
This is
is,
literally going the wrong way.
I know, their energy is so negative. Their energy is like so negative that I have to shake things up. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I know you're going low. Well, if they're going low, you kind of have to go low. I mean, it's just a sad reality. It's not a good
Well, the
thing.
thing is, though, too, is that we've been doing like, I'm just gonna call it political type stuff for 6 hours now. We were at a Trump protest before this. Then
Yeah.
we went to that and sat in there for like 4 hours. That's not even an exaggeration.
I know. We've been grinding. We have been grinding, guys. I'm sorry, babe. All right, we're about to be back on the computer. Hold on. Let me get everything. Oh, shoot. Sorry, guys. We're going into the studio right now. Hey, guys. I'll cook it. Let me just get the stream started. All right, guys.
No, I need to defrost it.
I mean, I would just do if it's a little frozen, just do 10 minutes on each side. But guys,
Insane. I got so.
I know. I'm happy that Mark guy apologized. I mean, that one woman's like, maybe I should have apologized now, but I'm not apologizing to that bitch. I would apologize to the freaking what you would call it to the city. Dad, hold on. Let me get a stream right. Ginger. Crap StreamYard. Hey. Ginger, are you okay? Ginger, I need the mic. Need my microphone. Enter studio. Okay. Now we're here. That's not good. Okay, Sky Bear, move! Sky Bear! Dang it! He's sitting right in his chair. He knows I'm live. Let me try to find Trump. Now if I can go over here. Has Trump started yet? No. So we're fine on time. We're fine. Okay. Let me go to shoot. Let's go Donald Trump. So we're just gonna watch. Okay, the AP Associated Press. Oh crap! I gotta log into mine. Sorry guys. Let me switch account. Babe, will you hand me a soda? I'm thirsty. I'm parched. Can you guys hear me? I don't even know if you guys can hear me. Shoot, I haven't even looked at the chat. Oh yeah, I guess it's on the right setting. Okay. Okay. Okay, good. Good. Thank you. Got a Coke Zero. Now we're pulling up the Trump speech. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. I want to watch the Associated Press. And the Blaze is live right now as well. Donald Trump. Come on. Come on. Why is it not? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Present. Share screen. Entire screen. Damn, I can't believe I'm fighting with all those people in that meeting. That meeting was insane. All right. I may do this. And let me do one thing. Oh, shoot. Crap, can I hear anything? Can you hear the audio? Let me go to... Now that should be better. Now that's better. Okay. All right. My hair's crazy. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Things are insane. You know, Trump, he always likes to show up fashionably late. You know, he's never on time, which I don't blame him. Hell, audio sucks. Audio sucks. Is it? I think we're okay. Babe, does it hit that like button? Does the audio sound okay? Yeah, it sounds fine. It sounds fine into the mic. Damn, y'all are always hating. Those people were so annoying. I saw Kevin Brennan's clip where Kevin was freaking out because they kept on telling him in the chat that his mic is muted. And you guys have done that to me. And I'm like, am I muted? Like, dude, you're watching a free live stream on YouTube. I get it. I like to troll too. So I guess you're trolling, but it's like, I don't know. It seems like there's better trolls. But whatever. Now you got the guy. Hey, can you hear me? And you guys see I got a haircut. My hair's a little too short on the sides and a little too long on top. I'm a little freaked out, but I got to let it grow out. And then I'm getting a little recession. I'm about to go to Turkey and get the whole hair transplant. I'm going to be a badass when I get that damn freaking transplant. See audio. And then, of course, there's nothing on this. There's nothing going on. You guys want to hear this? There's nothing. It's just the crowd. I mean, we can listen to this. Bunch of bull crap. Gotta get my keys. I mean, what are we doing here, B? Shout out Brennan Schaub. We love Brennan Schaub. But what are we doing here, B? My hair is crazy. We're on the grind. You see Chip Roy's ass? Look at his ass looking back. He's trying to get front row. He wants that TV time. I know how that is. I'm trying to get that damn TV time too. You don't think somebody says you don't think it'll I don't think Turkish hair will look natural on you? I don't know. Why not? My hair looks crazy now because I kind of had it in a weird position. Or actually it's because what the hell? We were wearing a hat, and then we took off the hat, and then we had that meeting. I didn't plan for that meeting, so I was wearing a hat and have not showered since I was wearing a hat earlier. So my hat, I have hat head. But yes, am I CIA? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am CIA, and I'm burping, and I'm about to be farting. No, I'm not. I'm not going to fart on stream, but I will burp tonight. We're looking at JD Vance. We're looking at Mike Johnson. We're looking at Chip Roy. Should I make them bigger? Should we be equal sizes? You see, there's Chip right there. See, I don't like this. I don't like this layout. I don't like this layout at all. I like this one better. Let me see if I can do a custom layout. Let's go new layout. Add item. Camera slot. Let's go here. Let's make it a little. Let's see if I can. Oh, now he's coming. Now they're coming. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that Texas shirt. Look at that Texas shirt. Represent Texas. Ha! I love that shit. I love shit like that. That's my favorite type of shit. Melania. Looking fine. Look at her. Look at her. Has that long, healthy hair. She's dressed very classy. You know, and that's the one thing is Melania, obviously, she's a fashion icon, you know, a model. She does still find a way to dress sexy while still dressing very modest. You know what I mean? So, like, see how modest she looks, but she's still showing off some neck. Like, you know what I mean? She still looks good, even though dressed very modest. So.
Speaker, the president's cabinet.
Ooh, the president's cabinet. Let's go. Where's Elon? Where's Elon? My hair, babe, and my green screen's looking weird. Let me try to. It's a little better. Babe, how crazy was that meeting? Isn't that crazy? You guys like that? Now we're playing with it a little bit. Well, let's see. Can it make me all black and white? Hello, welcome to Alien World. I'm yellow. What is this, Earthling? What type of meeting is this? What are you voting on in this upcoming meeting? Hello, my name is Marlon. I'm from the planet Marlon. I eat paint. I drink paint for fuel. Try to fix that. All right, now we're fixed. We're fixed. We are fixed. When's Trump dog coming in the building? I want my Trump dog. I want him in the building. No, can I go purple? Let's see if I can go purple. I can go like this. White. Ooh, white man 99. Y'all don't like the white man, do y'all? Y'all don't like the white man, do y'all? Y'all don't like the white man, but I'm the white. Now I'm the black man. I'm the white man. I'm the black man. I'm the white man. Oh, shoot. Let me fix that. Let me fix that brightness. Got it. Okay, shoot, now I can't get it right to their damn right setting. Crap. Now I'm a little too faded. How do I get my damn brightness right? That's close enough, I guess. Okay, contrast. But that's what I did earlier. Let's see. Damn, this meeting was nuts, though, that we just went into. I just keep saying that. I always do stuff, and then I just tell you, oh, that was wild. But it really was wild. Look at Lauren Boebert. You know, her and Kid Rock are supposedly an item now. And Kid Rock doesn't want to make anything official, but they are friends. And Lauren's a very smart and nice person. So I think they're actually a pretty good couple, and I'm not saying that sarcastically. Oh, $10! Thank you, Cleveland Rubs. Thank you, Cleveland Rubs. Pimp on a motherfucking blizzard. Thank you. Now, what is going on? Doug Burgum's over there kind of looking sketch, though. Look at him smiling. I mean, I like... There's Pam Bondi. We need those Epstein files, Pam. Pam. 10 minutes on one side and then flip it. And then it only needs like 5 to 6 minutes on the other side. There's Pete Hegseth, and we love Pete. Doug, though. Doug's like smiling a little too much. Makes you think something's up. He's just kind of like, I don't know, something's up. Nothing bad, I don't think. I just, the way he's smiling, like he's got like, just wait. I know when look, there's RFK in the back. He wants you to get that measles vaccine. Luckily, I already got it. We love the measles vaccine. Go get your measles vaccine. Ben Shapiro said you'll be a hero. Get your measles vaccine. Thank you, Bad Buddhist. We're going to Vegas, bitches. Yes, that's right. And we have officially announced the second annual Chat Rat meetup will be April 26th or technically the 27th is when we're doing the comedy show. I'm going to get there on Saturday afternoon. And we're going to try to do something on Monday as well. Maybe Saturday, Sunday is the show. Maybe Saturday night. I don't know, but I'm going to be there from the 26th to the 29th. We got a show on the 27th. Come on out. The show's $20, but the meetup and meeting up at the Rio Hotel, that will be free. I'll be posting that in the chat rat group. So make sure to join the chat rat group. So we have agreed. It is April 26th to the 29th. We're going to be in Viva Las Vegas. Sorry, that's annoying. I'm being annoying. My adrenaline's still kind of high from this meeting. We went to a protest too. Not only did we do that, not only did we go to this thing, we went to a damn Donald Trump protest. It was actually a pretty fun protest. I would have liked to have had a camera crew. We didn't even realize it was going on until after it had started. I would have liked to have had a crew there because the people actually were willing to talk a little bit. So it could have been good, but it's just me doing selfie mode. Old school 99 Alex Stein. Now they're saying my audio is bad. Is my audio bad? Oh my gosh, Jasmine Crockett's doing TikTok dances. Oh my gosh, babe. Jasmine Crockett's doing weird dances in the... Look at, she's doing this weird TikTok. This is the Dallas rap, Congresswoman. What is she doing? Oh my gosh. Look at him doing this dance. Of course she's got to be dancing.
Fake influence. Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like must have wanna be out deep out in he a freak though, man.
I just love how everybody's doing that damn dance. You got a congresswoman who's ghetto as hell, never been married, probably freaking, she's got a bunch of mental health issues. So do I, but she's got a lot. What's her name? Jasmine Crockett. She's whacked out, cracked out, for lack of a better word. I don't know if she's actually on crack. Probably. I'm sure she's done crack before, but she's all kinds of confused. She thinks she's like the black AOC. She'll never be the black AOC. AOC is the black AOC. Remember that AOC is actually black in a way. Oh, this video is doing well. We're almost at 400,000 views from the Ukraine protest. Everybody make sure to go like that. Thank you guys. We love to see that. Rusty Cage. Freaking Rusty Cage. Rusty Cage is a badass. He's such a fucking badass. So creative. I want to try to get like that one day. A lot of creative people on the internet. That's why I love you guys. Well, what I don't love is I don't love just sitting here waiting. I thought we were supposed to do this thing at 8 p.m. I thought we were supposed to do this at freaking 8 p.m. I guess that's not what we're doing here, B? Is that not what we're doing here, folks? I see Scott Starboard in the chat. Somebody said I have MS supposedly, but I don't believe the doctor. Is that true? Is that true? I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that for you, brother. If that is true. But let me see what is going on. Let's see if we're live on YouTube. I think we're only live on YouTube. Yeah. Okay, good. And we're also, so we're live on X as well. And then I sent it to Restream, but I don't think I'm using the Restream to send it anywhere. Let me hop on Restream. We can send this puppy out to a bunch of different people. Go over here. This is so boring. I love it, MTG, though. I think that's her in that MAGA hat, I'm hoping. Review stream. Why does it give me this weird name? It's so annoying. $20 super chat. Holy 20 freaking bucks. Rub-a-dub-dub. Damn, I love CR. You're the man. You're probably one of our better super chatters. I'm not even kidding. Not even kidding. And you're a freak, obviously. I know what that's like. All right, let me see if I can get back to Restream. Oh, look at this. Ed Blair. Alex Stein single-handedly disrupted and dismantled the Muppet Boiler Room DEI woke YouTube culture. Well, I don't think that I did it single-handedly, but if I did, then awesome. Let's see.
Of the United States.
Oh, now we're rolling. Let's go. Let's go. Let's freaking go. I need my caffeine. I need my MAGA hat. I need my attitude right. I need my mind right. The chat is lit. Get the chat rolling. Put some T's for Trump. T's for Trump. T's for Trump in the chat. Look at Lauren. Look at Lauren. Look at the way she looks at him. Damn, $20. Thank you so much. Timothy 1. Is that Cyrus? We love Cyrus. Alex Stein for president 2028. You know, I don't think I'd even want to be president. I really don't. I really don't think that. Not even that I couldn't handle it. I think all politicians, in theory, it would sound so cool. Oh, I'm a congressman. But really, when you kind of meet these people and you kind of see what they're going through, there's a reason why these congressmen like to retire and go into the private or, you know, become a podcaster or whatever. There's a reason, because that's more fun than kissing ass or constantly, you know, having to backstab and get backstabbed. It's just being a politician is not something that I would actually. Sounds good in theory, but when you actually have to do it, and the more that I know about being a politician, I don't know, at any level it would be annoying. It'd be annoying to be a city council member. It'd be annoying to be a damn. Maybe mayor. Maybe I would like mayor, but still, even mayor of a small town where I don't have to decide too much stuff, that would be okay, I guess. But I don't know, being a serious politician, congressman. Look at Nancy. Oh, I'm going to go pee in the women's restroom. She loves to go pee in the women's restroom. She loves to go pee in the women's restroom. No guys in the women's restroom. Don't poop next to Nancy Mace, because you're not going to like the taste. If you got a dong, you better hit the road and you better be gone. If you got a dong, this is only women and women only. Women and women. Bookstore. My favorite bookstore. Portlandia. All right, let's see what the chat's saying. What is the chat? Oh, look at this. I'm not a Freemason. I'm a free man, son. Pindala. Did I miss a California over here? Oh, look at this. Doomy. I missed one. Hold on. Let me go to Doomy. Doomy, $10. Make Canada great again. I love Canada. I was talking to Ben Bankus. I'm going to go on his podcast soon. I'm not one of these people that wants to, you know, whatever, adopt Canada. No, let Canada do their own thing. People that I deal with, Canadians, usually pretty smart, usually pretty laid back. The ones I deal with, I don't deal with too many libtarded Canadians. But they kind of do their own thing. And Canadians are always creative and stuff. So let them do their own thing. The cool ones will come down to America, and the freaks will just stay up there. I mean, Calgary, they say, is cool. Maybe we could take it for Calgary. I don't want to take Greenland. I don't want any more places. You got enough places. You know, like how much more shit do we need? They say that's why we're going to go to Greenland. That's why we're in Ukraine, because of these rare earth minerals that Glenn Beck talked about, which I do agree with. But I'm saying, like, I understand we have to go to places like for stuff like that, right? But at the same time, I don't like going into these places, you know? It's an unfortunate situation. I think it's a necessary evil now, because if we want to be a powerful country, we have to have these things. But like, look at these mines, these cobalt mines and stuff, and the slave labor they're using. It's like the new blood diamond, but it's cobalt. It's kind of sad. It's just it's kind of a weird reality that we have to understand, that we're going to places so we can dig stuff out of their ground. Even though we have oil and gas, we got enough damn energy in Pennsylvania to support the world, allegedly. But still, we don't have everything. There's a lot of minerals we don't have that we need. Look at Daddy Trump. People hate that when you call him Daddy, but I don't know. It kind of fits. He feels like a dad. Not my dad. My dad's totally different, but feels fatherly. He does. Burping. Come on. Who's it going to roast first? Look at. Let's go. Let's see what the heck's going on. Okay. Clapping. Think about it. The QAnon shaman. Remember when the QAnon shaman was in there? Those are the good old days. They need to invite the QAnon shaman back. Don't just pardon him, invite him back. Jacob's going to come on the show. Jacob Chansley is a badass. Very nice guy. Like, And it's funny because they painted him as this alt-right guy. He's not even. He's more of a libertarian. He likes Trump. He doesn't hate Trump. He doesn't agree with Trump 100% either, actually. But that's why I like Jacob. Jacob's the type of guy that is truly has his opinion and doesn't change it for anybody. I feel like I'm the opposite. Like, I don't just change my opinion for people, but I try to stay open-minded is what I try to do in all situations, even if I disagree with somebody.
Vice President Vance, the First Lady of the United States.
Melania! We love it. Oh, the girl we interviewed, the mom is sitting next to Melania.
Of the United States.
Her daughter.
Thank you very
What's
much.
her poor daughter's
And to
name? I
my
can't.
fellow
Jocelyn.
citizens,
Yes.
America
Yes,
is back.
We're back. We're back, bitches. We are back. That's it. It's already legal in most places. What? Why is one of the cats going crazy? USA! 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 We're back, bitches!
6 weeks ago, I stood beneath the dome of this Capitol and proclaimed the dawn of the golden age of America. From that moment on, it has been nothing but swift and unrelenting action to usher in the greatest and most successful era in the history of our country. We have accomplished more in 43 days than most administrations accomplished in 4 years or 8 years, and we are just getting started.
Is the audio okay? Somebody's saying it's a little low. I hope Trump's audio is okay. Dave, will you let me know if it's low? If Trump's audio is low on the stream?
I return to this chamber tonight to report that America's momentum is
Glitter
back.
Rubs is on
Our
fire.
spirit is
Thank you.
back. Our pride is back. Our confidence is
Two free
back.
speech.
And the
MAGA!
American dream is surging bigger and better than ever before.
His audio is fine. But it's not.
The American dream is unstoppable, and our country is on the verge of a comeback, the likes of which the world has never witnessed and perhaps will never witness again. There's never been anything like it.
Is that better at all, guys?
The presidential election of November 5th was a mandate like has not been seen in many decades. We won all 7 swing states, giving us an electoral college victory of 312 votes.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. $10 super chat. Pimp on a blimp for Daddy Donald Trump. The United States, America's back.
We won the popular vote by big numbers and won counties in our country.
Oh, I think somebody's disrupting. Somebody's disrupting. Remember, Donald Trump said somebody was going to disrupt. He said this. I would like to see the disruption, though, right? I mean, now I'm way too low.
And won counties in our country, 2,700
Okay,
to
I hope it's okay.
525 on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican. Now, for the first time in modern history, more Americans believe that our country is headed in the right direction than the wrong direction. In fact, it's an astonishing
They're trying to
record.
disrupt it.
27-point swing, the most ever.
Let's try to find if there's another angle.
Likewise, in the right direction. Small business optimism, so its single largest 1 month gain ever recorded.
Mr. President.
A 41-point jump.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House and to cease any further disruptions. That's your warning.
Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like this kind of shit.
Members are engaging in willful and continuing
That guy
breach of
looks weird as
decorum,
hell.
and the chair is prepared to direct the Sergeant at Arms to restore order to the joint session.
I think this guy's. Why is he getting so mad at the beginning? Let Trump speak a little bit. What is this guy doing? What is this guy doing? Just at the very beginning of the speech, he's interrupted. I mean, come on, dude.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat.
Come on, let's go.
Finding
Get his
that
ass out
members
of there.
continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant at Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Trump's laughing. He's like, why? This guy is smart. They're trying to get some clout. Good for him. Too bad he didn't get anything. He didn't say anything. You see Adam Schiff right in front of him. Like, they probably told this guy to do it. This guy's probably. They don't give a damn about that. Okay, that's not a very good. Man, that's not a very good troll, dude. What's that guy's name? What is that
Members are
congressman's name?
directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you. Over the past 6 weeks, I have signed nearly 100 executive orders and taken more than 400 executive actions, a record to restore common sense, safety, optimism, and wealth all across our wonderful land. The people elected me to do the job, and I'm doing it.
You like that, dude. You do not hate to do shit anymore. Can't wait to see you in Vegas, brother.
In fact, it has been stated by many that the first month of our presidency, it's our presidency,
I like that. I like that.
is the most
That's good verbiage.
successful in the history of our nation. By many.
Is this better, guys?
And what makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? How about that? I don't know about that list, but we'll take it. Within hours of taking the oath of office, I declared a national emergency on our southern border, and I deployed the U.S. military and Border Patrol to repel the invasion of our country. And what a job they've done.
Is that
As a
better? Is that
result,
better, guys?
illegal border crossings last month were by far the lowest ever recorded, ever.
Yeah. Pimp on a blimp, thank you so much. $2, Eric. Pimp on a blimp, you're a great fish tank. Thank you. Thank you. Fish Tank Season 4 is coming out now. Be on the lookout.
They
Everybody
heard
go
my
follow it.
words and they chose not to come. Much easier that way. In comparison, under Joe Biden, the worst president in American history, there were hundreds of thousands of illegal crossings a month.
Very
And
true.
virtually all of them, including murderers, drug
We love
dealers,
Brian
gang
from Philly.
members,
Thank you
and
so much,
people
Brian
from
from Philly.
mental
$5. Pimp on a
institutions
blimp. Brian
and
from Philly's a
insane
badass.
asylums
Such a badass Brian.
were
from Philly.
released into our country. Who would want to do that? This is my 5th such speech to Congress. And once again, I look at the Democrats in front of me and I realize there is absolutely nothing I can say to make them happy or to make them stand or smile or applaud. Nothing I can do. I could find a cure to the most devastating disease, a disease that would wipe out entire nations, or announce the answers to the greatest economy in history or the stoppage of crime to the lowest levels ever recorded. And these people sitting right here will not clap, will not stand, and certainly will not cheer for these astronomical achievements. They won't do it, no matter
No, they
what.
won't.
Five times I've been up here. It's very sad, and it just shouldn't be this way.
It is sad. Save Medicaid, Musk steals. Look at them. Gosh, they're such holding up those signs. Look at this, $10. We love freaking Timothy 1. Lila for vice president 2028.
So Democrats
Timothy 1,
sitting
you're a
before
badass.
me,
Thank you. Lila would be a good vice
for
president.
just
She
this
actually
one
would.
night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America? For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
Yeah! Heck yeah! Oh my gosh, what a group of sick, sad people there. They want to give more money to Ukraine. They just don't care about American citizens.
Every day, my administration is fighting to deliver the change America needs to bring a future that America deserves, and we're doing it. This is a time for big dreams and bold action. Upon taking office, I imposed an immediate freeze on all federal hiring, a freeze on all new federal regulations, and a freeze on all foreign aid.
Love that. No more foreign aid. Forget about it, guys. You know, the money laundering scheme, it's over, guys. It's over. Done. No more.
I terminated the ridiculous Green New Scam. I withdrew from the unfair Paris Climate Accord, which was costing us trillions of dollars that other countries were not paying. I withdrew from the corrupt World Health Organization.
Yeah.
And I also withdrew from the anti-American UN Human Rights Council.
Heck yes. Heck yeah. Forget all that globalism bullcrap. We don't need it.
We
don't
ended
need it.
all of Biden's environmental
need it.
restrictions that were making our country far less safe and totally unaffordable. And importantly, we ended the last administration's insane electric vehicle mandate, saving our auto workers and companies from economic destruction.
That's good. That is good. That is good.
To unshackle our economy, I have directed that for every one new regulation, 10 old regulations must be eliminated, just like I did in my very successful
See,
first
I like
term.
that. I like that. For every new regulation, we gotta eliminate some. Heck yeah. See, that's the kind of crap I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Morgan.
And in that first term, we set records on ending unnecessary rules and regulations like no other president had done before. We ordered all federal workers to return to the office. They will either show up for work in person or be removed from their job.
Bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you guys. Wasting
And
all
we've
our money.
ended
Not doing
weaponized
jack
government
shit.
where, as an example, a sitting president is allowed to viciously prosecute his political opponent, like me. How did that work out? Not too good.
Not good.
Not too good.
Not good. Not good. Not good at all. Big failure. Big L. That's how it works out. Thank you guys. Hit that like button. We appreciate it. We got a lot
And
of
I
people
have
watching
stopped
with this
all
and
government
Twitter. Thank you guys.
censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back.
Love that.
And 2 days ago, I signed an order making English the official language of the United States of America.
Let's go. Let's go. We like that. We like that a lot. English is the official language. We know that. You know that. Let's not play around. Let's not
I
play around.
renamed the Gulf of Mexico the Gulf of America.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Shoot. That's how we do it, guys. That's
And
how we do it.
likewise,
Little
I
twitch.
renamed for a great president, William McKinley, Mount McKinley again.
I guess that's good. Yes, that is good that we changed the name back.
Beautiful Alaska. We love Alaska. We've ended the tyranny of so-called diversity, equity, and inclusion policies all across the entire federal government and indeed the private sector and our
Yes.
military.
That is good. Back to a meritocracy.
And our country will be woke no longer.
Oh, wow. I like that. I like that. There is a cure.
We believe
for
that whether you are a
being
doctor,
libtarded.
an accountant, a lawyer, or an air traffic controller, you should be hired and promoted based on skill and competence, not race or gender.
Yeah.
Very important.
If they're a 9, they're fine. We're not going to decourage the big booty Latinas. We know that. It's not. No.
You should
that's
be
not even a
hired
joke. We shouldn't even joke about that
based
anymore.
on merit. And the Supreme Court, in a brave and very powerful decision, has allowed us to do so. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Supreme Court. Just a regular court, but
We
they
have
get sour
removed
cream.
the poison of critical race theory from our public schools, and I signed an order making it the official policy of the United States government that there are only 2 genders, male and female. I also signed an executive order to ban men from playing in women's sports.
That's a simple one. That's easy. I can't believe that is, and that's really not that controversial. That's actually a very bipartisan issue. Like even the people on the left that try to vote for that, if you really ask them, is that fair? They know it's
3 years
unfair.
ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury, partially paralyzing her right side and ending her athletic career. It was a shot like she's never seen before. She's never seen anything like it. Peyton is here tonight
$5.
in the gallery, and Peyton,
Right,
from
seriously.
now on,
Oh
schools will
my
kick
gosh,
the
Cupcakes,
men
do
off the
not
girls'
do
team,
that.
or they will
Dude, we're on
lose
YouTube.
all
Thank you for the
federal
$5. So Cupcakes
funding.
Corner with American Cupcakes. Thank you. Do not crank it like that. I'm gonna go blind. Thank you, Peyton. I'm sorry that happened to you.
And if you really want to see numbers, just take a look at what happened in the women's boxing, weightlifting, track and field, swimming, or cycling,
Yes.
where a male recently finished a long distance race 5 hours and 14 minutes ahead of a woman for a new record by 5 hours. Broke the record by 5 hours. It's demeaning for women, and
It
it's
is.
very bad for our country. We're not going to put up with it any longer.
Donald Trump, he has so much energy, and you know, I know that he is a stadium comic, or you know what I mean, like he's used to doing these stadiums. But the fact that he's able to stay so calm and cool and collected, that's hard. That is so hard. He's
What
got
I've
that
just
skill. He
described is only a
he's
small
superhuman.
fraction of the common sense
He's able to just
revolution
be
that is now,
calm, not
because of us,
stressed, not
sweeping
anxious.
the entire world.
It's hard.
Common sense has become a common theme, and we will never go back. Never. Never going to let that happen.
That's what I'm saying, Trump in the chat, he can just talk for hours. He just has that. He's an old
Among my
orator.
very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families. As you know, we inherited from the last administration an economic catastrophe, and an inflation nightmare.
Yeah.
Their policies drove up energy prices, pushed up grocery costs, and drove the necessities of life out of reach for millions and millions of Americans. They've never had anything like it. We suffered the worst inflation in 48 years, but perhaps even in the history of our country. They're not sure. As president, I'm fighting every day to reverse this damage and make America affordable again.
We do need to make it affordable again.
Joe Biden especially let the price of eggs get out of control. The egg price is out
And
of
avian
control.
flu is hurting it.
And we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous
That's true.
administration.
I like
Do
the
a
way
good
you put
job.
that. Secretary. It's very matter of fact.
A major focus of our fight to defeat inflation is rapidly reducing the cost of energy. The previous administration cut the number of new oil and gas leases by 95%, slowed pipeline construction to a halt,
95%.
and closed more than 100 power plants. We are opening up many of those power plants right
The
now.
energy sector is one of our biggest sectors, and they're just shutting it down. They'll let the healthcare sector make as much money as they want. They'll make the military-industrial complex make as much money
And
as they
frankly,
want.
we have
Not the
never
oil and gas guys.
seen anything like it. That's why on my first day in office, I declared a national energy emergency. As you've heard me say many times, we have more liquid gold under our feet than any nation on earth, and by far. And now I fully authorize the most talented team ever assembled to go and get it. It's called Drill, Baby, Drill.
Drill. I think that was the name of an exotic movie that I watched when I was in college as well. But that is different than what Trump is planning on drilling and doing. So.
My
And Trump's plan's
administration
much
is
better,
also
trust me.
working on a gigantic natural gas pipeline in Alaska, among the largest in the world, where Japan, South Korea, and other nations want to be our partner with investments of trillions of dollars each. There's never been anything like that one. It will be truly spectacular. It's all set to go. The permitting is gotten. And later this week, I will also take historic action to dramatically expand production of critical minerals and rare earths here in the USA.
That was Graham was talking about the rare earth minerals. It is very important. We obviously need them. We do need them. It just sucks because we need them. We're going to have to kind of play ball with these
To
foreign
further
countries, but
combat inflation,
Trump's a
we
great
will not only
negotiator,
be
so I'm not worried about
reducing
losing
the
those
cost of
deals.
energy, but will be ending the flagrant waste of taxpayer dollars.
Thank you. We have 120-year-old people that are still getting paid. I think they bought 8 million licenses for some of these media
And to that
companies,
end,
you know,
I have
and
created the
there
brand
isn't
new
even that many. There's like
Department
40,000
of
people
Government
using it. Like,
Efficiency.
they just wasted too much money.
Perhaps you've heard of it. Perhaps.
We've heard of it. There's Elon.
Which is headed by Elon Musk, who is in the gallery tonight.
Look how Elon goes. That's funny. Remember when Elon smoked that joint with Joe Rogan? Imagine he smoked one right now. That'd be cool. That'd be hilarious. That's what I'm gonna do. When they acknowledge me one day at one of these, congressional joint sessions or whatever, I'm just gonna whip out a J.
He's working very hard. He didn't need this.
Thank you,
He
President.
didn't need this.
For
Thank you very much. We
didn't
appreciate
need it, but he
Everybody
benefits
here,
from it. Let's
even
not
this
be a little
side,
naive,
appreciates
okay.
it, I believe. They just don't want to admit that. Just listen to some of the appalling waste we have already identified. $22 billion from HHS to provide free housing and cars for illegal aliens. $45 million for diversity, equity, and inclusion scholarships in Burma. $40 million to improve the social and economic inclusion of sedentary migrants. Nobody knows what that is.
Sedentary, because some of the migrants are fat.
$8 million
Some of the
to
migrants are
promote
fat because they've been in a damn
LGBTQI plus
buffet.
in the African nation of Lesotho, which nobody has ever heard of.
No, I've never even heard
$60
of
million
Lesotho.
for indigenous peoples and Afro-Colombian empowerment in Central America.
Well, I'm okay with Afro empowerment.
$8 million
actually.
for
I'm
making
pro.
mice transgender. This is real. $32 million for a left-wing propaganda operation in Moldova. $10 million for
Hold on, I'll be
male
right back. I'll be right-
circumcision in Mozambique. $20 million for the Arab Sesame Street in the Middle East. It's a program. $20 million for a program. $1.9 billion to recently created Decarbonization of Homes Committee, headed up, and we know she's involved. Just at the last moment, the money was passed over by a woman named Stacey Abrams. Have you ever heard of her? A $3.5 million consulting contract for lavish fish monitoring. $1.5 million for voter confidence in Liberia. $14 million for social cohesion in Mali. $59 million for illegal alien hotel rooms in New York City. He's a real estate developer. He's done very well. $250,000 to increase vegan local climate action innovation in Zambia. $42 million for social and behavior change in Uganda. $14 million for improving public procurement in Serbia. $47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well with learning. You know what we're doing. Should use it ourselves. And $101 million for DEI contracts at the Department of Education. The most ever paid, nothing even like it. Under the Trump administration, all of these scams, and they're far worse, but I didn't think it was appropriate to talk about them. They're so bad. Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud. And we've taken back the money and reduced our debt to fight inflation and other things. Taking back a lot of that money. We got it just in time. This is just the beginning. The Government Accountability Office, a federal government office, has estimated annual fraud of over $500 billion in our nation. And we are working very hard to stop it. We're going
back.
to. We're also identifying shocking levels of incompetence and probable fraud in the Social Security program for our seniors, and that our seniors and people that we love rely on. Believe it or not, government databases list 4.7 million Social Security members from people aged 100 to 109 years old.
Well, how is a guy 109 getting free shit or getting paid still? What?
It lists 3.6 million people from ages 110 to 119. I don't know any of them. I know some people that are
That didn't even
rather
make damn
elderly, but
sense.
not quite that elderly. 3.47 million people from ages 120 to 129. 3.9 million people from ages 130 to 139.
Hot.
3.5 million people from ages 140 to 149. And money is being paid to many of them. And we're searching right now. In fact, Pam, good luck. Good luck. You're going to find it. but a lot of money is paid out to people because it just keeps getting paid and nobody does. And it really hurts Social Security and hurts our country. 1.3 million people from ages
Think about how many people are struggling just to
150
make
to
ends meet. Like,
159 and over 130,000 people, according to the Social Security databases, are age over 160 years old. We have a healthier country than I thought, Bobby.
see, now that's a good joke. That's a good joke. That is like a Shane Gillis. Like that is. Well, our health's a lot better than we thought. We're all living to 149. Brilliant.
Including, to finish, 1,039 people between the ages of 220 and 229. One person between the age of 240 and 249. And one person is listed at 360 years of age. More than 100 years. More than 100 years older than our country.
Well, maybe he's right. Maybe these are vampires. Maybe these lizard people don't die.
But we're going to find out where that money's going. And it's not going to be pretty. By slashing all of the fraud, waste, and theft we can find, we will defeat inflation, bring down mortgage rates, lower car payments and grocery prices, protect our seniors, and put more money in the pockets of American families.
That should be universally applauded.
And today, interest rates took a beautiful drop, big, beautiful drop. It's about time. And in the near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years, balance the federal budget. We're going to balance it.
Sounds good. Sounds good to me. I like when things are balanced. I don't like when things are tilted. You don't want balance. I want to see some more disruption and stuff, though. That guy at the beginning, he
With
blew
that
his load
goal in
way too
mind,
early.
we
Come
have
on,
developed in great detail what we are calling the gold card, which goes
Halfway
on
through.
sale very, very soon. For
The gold
$5
card.
million, we will allow the most successful job-creating people from all over the world to buy a path to U.S. citizenship. It's like the green card, but better and more sophisticated.
And they kind of already have that. I don't know
And
why that
these
that
people
seems like
will
a
have
good
to pay
idea,
tax in
really.
our country. They won't have to pay tax from where they came. The money that they've made, you wouldn't want to do that, but they have to pay tax, create jobs. They'll also be taking people out of colleges and paying for them so that we can keep them in our country instead of having
You know what's
them
kind of dark,
being
though? Like in
forced
100
out.
years, $5 million.
Number one at the top
would be
school,
like
as an example,
5,000
being
bucks.
forced out and not being allowed to stay and create
Dang it.
tremendous numbers of jobs and great success for a company out there. So while we take out the criminals, killers, traffickers, and child predators who are allowed to enter our country under the open border policy of these people, the Democrats, the Biden administration, the open border insane policies that you've allowed to destroy our country, we will now bring in brilliant, hardworking, job-creating people. They're going to pay a lot of money, and we're going to reduce our debt with that money.
Yes. I need to get some more fancy juice for this fat ass cat. Let me get on some of that keto.
Americans
That kidney food.
have given
Oh
us
my
a
gosh, now I
mandate
get
for
cat hair
bold
all
and profound change. For nearly 100 years, the federal bureaucracy has grown until it has crushed our freedoms, ballooned our deficits, and held back America's potential in every possible way. The nation founded
I
by
know Trump did that.
pioneers and risk takers now drowns under millions and millions of pages of regulations and debt. Approvals that should take 10 days
No,
to
this is
get
Angus.
instead take
He's
10
our
years,
fattest
15
cat.
years, and even 20 years before you're rejected. Meanwhile, we have hundreds of thousands of federal workers who have not been showing up to work.
Angry.
My administration will reclaim power from this unaccountable bureaucracy, and we will restore true democracy to America again. And any federal bureaucrat who resists this change will be removed from office immediately. Because we are
Angus is
draining
not
the
leaving me alone.
swamp.
Angie.
It's very simple. And the days of rule by unelected bureaucrats are over.
I like that. There's no more unelected bureaucrats calling the shots. Only the people we put in power.
And the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there, they're waiting for you to vote. And I'm sure that the people on my right, I don't mean the Republican right, but my right here, I'm sure you're going to vote for those tax cuts, because otherwise I don't believe the people will ever vote you into office. So I'm doing you a big favor by telling you that. But I know this group is going to be voting for the tax.
Thank you. Thank you. No, you should get you should get tax credits for every cat you own. Tax credits all.
A very, very big part of our plan.
$5,000 tax credit per cat.
First term with it, a very big part of our plan. We're seeking permanent income tax cuts all across the board. And to get urgently needed relief to Americans hit especially hard by inflation, I'm calling for no tax on tips, no tax on overtime, and no tax on Social Security benefits for our great seniors.
Let's go. Let's go. Let our seniors buy some stuff. They want to go to the casino and gamble a little bit. Let them. They earned it. They want to give their grandson a few extra bucks on their grandson's birthday. Let them have a few
And I
extra bucks.
also want to make interest payments on car loans tax deductible, but only if the car is made in America.
We like that. We like that. Chevy Cadillac. We'd be buying Cadillac Escalade, dog, with that tax credit. Give me that Escalade Cadillac tax credit.
And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it? That, along with our other policies, will allow our auto industry to absolutely boom. It's going to boom. Spoke
Angus
to the
does eat off
majors
my
today,
plate.
all
Angus will eat
three,
right off my plate.
the top people, and they're so excited. In fact, already numerous car companies have announced that they will be building massive automobile plants in America, with Honda just announcing a new plant in Indiana, one of the largest anywhere in the world.
Go Hoosiers! Thank you, Honda. Honda's a great car brand. One of the most reliable car brands. They make incredible engines. That's good shit. Excuse my French. That's good stuff. Honda making cars in
And
Indiana.
this has
That's what we
taken place
need.
since our great victory on November 5th, a date which will hopefully go down as one of the most important in the history of our country. In addition, as part of our tax cuts, we want to cut taxes on domestic
Accord's a great
production
car.
and
Honda Accord's
all
an incredible
manufacturing. And just as we did before,
Angus,
we
get
will
out of here.
provide
Hey, Angus is chewing on the wire.
100% expensing. It will be retroactive to January 20th, 2025. And it was one of the main reasons why our tax cuts were so successful in our first term, giving us the most successful economy in the history of our country. First term. We had a great first term. If you don't make your product in America, however, under the
Morgan
Trump
owns a Honda. I
administration,
know, a
you will
Civic
pay a
hatchback.
tariff,
Those are badass.
and in some
They run
cases,
forever,
a
too.
rather large one. Other countries
the
have used
hatchback,
tariffs
too.
against us for decades, and now it's our turn
But the
to
trunk's also
start
good, too, 'cause
using
they can't
them
break into it,
against
but I like
those
the
other
hatchback for
countries.
sure.
On average, the European Union, China, Brazil, India, Mexico, and Canada, have you heard of them? And countless other nations charge us tremendously higher
Angus.
tariffs than we charge them.
Get out of here,
It's
Angus.
very unfair. India charges us auto tariffs higher than 100%. China's average tariff on our products is twice what we charge them. And South Korea's average tariff is 4 times higher. Think of that, 4 times higher. And we give so much help militarily and in so many other ways to South Korea. But that's what happens. This is happening
They
by
rip us off.
friend and foe.
Well, I think
The
Hyundai's
system
made
is
in
not
South
fair
Korea,
to
I
the
think. Let me
United
see.
States and never was. And so on April 2nd, I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to be accused of April Fool's Day. That's not, just
Yeah,
one day
Hyundai's in
would
South
cost us a
Korea.
lot of
Wow,
money.
so those would even be better price
But
if we
we're
didn't have
going
all
to
those
do it
tariffs.
in April. I'm a very superstitious person. April 2nd, reciprocal tariffs kick in. And whatever they tariff us, other countries, we will tariff them. That's reciprocal, back and forth. Whatever they tax us, we will tax them. If they do non-monetary tariffs to keep us out of their market,
Angus.
then we will do non-monetary
I
barriers
keep on pushing him
to
out.
keep them out of our market. There's a lot of that too. They don't even allow us in their market. We will take in trillions and trillions of dollars and create jobs like we have never seen before. I did it with China and I did it with others, and the Biden administration couldn't do anything about it because there was so much money they couldn't do anything about it. We have been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any longer. Much has been said over the last 3 months about Mexico and Canada, but we have very large deficits with both of them. But even more importantly, they've allowed fentanyl to come into our country at levels never seen before, killing hundreds of thousands of our citizens and many very young, beautiful people, destroying families. Nobody's ever seen anything
People
like
that
it.
I know. I mean, that
They
is
are in
serious.
effect receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada and to Mexico of hundreds of billions of dollars, and the United States will not be doing that any longer. We're not going to do it any longer.
Good. Heck yes.
Thanks to
We're
our
done.
America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election and our economic policies that people of SoftBank, one of the most brilliant anywhere in the world, announced a $200 billion investment. OpenAI and Oracle, Larry Ellison, announced $500 billion investment,
Damn,
which they wouldn't
that's pretty strong.
have done
Oracle's
if
obviously one of the biggest
Kamala
companies in
had
the
won.
world, but
Apple announced $500 billion investment. Tim Cook called me. He said, I cannot spend it fast enough. It's going to be much higher than that, I believe. They'll be
wow.
building their plants here instead of in China.
Thank goodness.
And just yesterday, Taiwan Semiconductor, the biggest in the world, most powerful in the world, has a tremendous amount, 97% of the market, announced a $165 billion investment to build the most powerful chips on earth right here in the USA.
Let's go. Let's go.
And we're not giving them any money. Your CHIPS Act is a horrible, horrible thing. We give hundreds of billions of dollars, and it doesn't mean a thing. They take our money and they don't spend it. All that meant to them, we're giving them no money. All that was important to them was they didn't want to pay the tariffs. So they came and they're building, and many other companies are coming. We don't have to give them money. We just want to protect our businesses and our people. And they will come because they won't have to pay tariffs if they build in America. So it's very amazing. You should get rid of the CHIP Act, and whatever's left over, Mr. Speaker, you should use it to reduce debt or any other reason you want to.
Yes, let's go. Looking at
Our
the
new
videos
trade
on
policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer.
Twitter. Yeah, me too. Damn, I love
We'll
damn
now be
vegetables. I'm
selling-
plant-based parent.
Into our home market, the USA, because nobody is going to be able to compete with you. because there's goods that come in from other countries and companies. They're really in a bad position in so many different ways. They're uninspected. They may be very dirty and disgusting, and they come in and they pour in, and they hurt our American farmers. The tariffs will go on agricultural product coming into America, and our farmers starting on April 2nd. It may be a little bit of an adjustment period.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
We had that
at first.
before when I made the deal with China, $50 billion of purchases. And I said, just bear with me. And they did. They did. Probably have to bear with me again. And this will
We'll have
be
to bear
even
with
better.
them, guys.
That was great. The problem with it was that Biden didn't enforce it. He didn't enforce it. $50 billion of purchases. And we were doing great, but Biden did not enforce it. And it hurt our farmers. But our farmers are going to have a field day right now. So to our farmers, have a lot of fun. I love you too. I love you too.
Love you guys.
It's all going to happen.
It is. This is epic.
And I have also imposed a 25% tariff on foreign aluminum, copper, lumber, and steel, because if we don't have, as an example, steel and lots of other things, we don't have a military, and frankly, we just won't have a country very long. Here today is a proud American steelworker, fantastic person from Decatur, Alabama. Jeff Denard has been working at the same steel plant for 27 years in a job that has allowed him to serve as the captain of his local volunteer fire department, raise 7 children with his beautiful wife, Nicole, and over the years provide a loving home for more than 40 foster children. So great,
Very
Jeff.
kind. Thank you. Having all those foster kids, that is very, very admirable. Now I want to see the guy in the Texas shirt. Now that guy, he smokes weed. I can tell that guy smokes weed.
Thank you, Jeff.
Not Jeff, but the guy next to him. And I mean that in a good way. That guy likes to have fun.
Stories like Jeff's remind us that tariffs are not just about protecting American jobs. They're about protecting the soul of our country. Tariffs are about making America rich again and making America great again. And it's happening, and it will happen rather quickly. There'll be a little disturbance, but we're okay with that. It won't be much. No, you're not. Oh. And look where Biden took us, very low, the lowest we've ever been. Jeff, I want to thank you very much. And I also want to recognize another person who has devoted herself to foster care community. She works so hard on it. A very loving person, our magnificent First Lady of the United States.
So you're saying there's another disturbance? I don't think so. The disturbance is funny.
Melania's work has yielded incredible results, helping prepare our nation's future leaders as they enter the workforce. Our First Lady is joined by 2 impressive young women, very impressive. Haley Ferguson, who benefited from the First Lady's Fostering the Future
I agree. There
initiative
used to be a bunch of plants
and is
in small
poised
towns
to
near me
complete her
when I was
education
young.
and
They all
become a
closed.
teacher. And Elliston Berry, who became a victim of an illicit deep fake image produced by a peer. With Elliston's help, the Senate just passed the Take It Down Act, and this is
Steel
so
toe?
important. Thank you very much,
Steel
John.
toe.
John
Morning
Thune,
show
thank you.
doesn't like
Stand
that.
up, John.
Aaron, did you see that?
Thank you, John.
Aaron.
Thank
This is
you
what you
all
voted
very
for.
much.
So, I'm sure Nick Ricada likes this.
Thank you. And thank you to John Thune and the Senate. Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images online is terrible, terrible thing. And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law.
And you're going to jail,
And I'm gonna
Aaron. I
use that
love
bill for
Aaron. I don't want
myself,
Aaron to
too,
go
if
to
you don't
jail, but
mind. Because
Aaron,
nobody
you're
gets
toast,
treated
so
worse
I'm
than I
sorry.
do
They're
online.
going to retry
Nobody.
you. Trump's going to throw you under the federal
That's
prison.
great.
You're gonna be
Thank
the
you
new
very much
January
to the
6th.
Senate. Thank you.
January 6th.
But if we truly care about protecting Americans' children, no step is more crucial than securing America's borders. Over the past 4 years, 21 million people poured into the United States. Many of them were murderers, human traffickers, gang members, and other criminals from the streets of dangerous cities all throughout the world. Because of Joe Biden's insane and very dangerous open border policies, they are now strongly embedded in our country, but we are getting them out and getting them out fast.
Go look at Dark Match Steve's stream. He's live too. He's streaming this. Stream sniping. Go check it out.
And I want to thank Tom Homan and Christy. I want to thank you and Paul of Border Patrol. I want to thank you. What a job they've all done. Everybody, Border Patrol, ICE, law enforcement in general is incredible. We have to take care of our law enforcement. Have to. Last year, a brilliant 22-year-old nursing student named Laken Riley, the best in her class, admired by everybody, went out for a jog on the campus of the University of Georgia. That morning, Laken was viciously attacked, assaulted, beaten, brutalized, and horrifically murdered. Laken was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border and then set loose into the United States under the heartless policies of that failed administration. It was indeed a failed administration. He had then been arrested and released in a Democrat-run sanctuary city, a disaster, before ending the life of this beautiful young angel. With us this evening are Laken's beloved mother, Allison, and her sister, Lauren.
I just can't believe that. Laken was such a good student, going to University of Georgia, one of the best universities, the best university in Georgia, public school. Maybe Georgia Tech, but you know what I mean. It's an incredibly good school, hard to get into. Laken had a bright future. To get it taken by an illegal immigrant and raped just doesn't get worse than that.
Last year, I told Laken's grieving parents that we would ensure their daughter would not have died in vain. That's why the very first bill I signed into law as your 47th president mandates the detention of all dangerous criminal aliens who threaten public safety. It's a very strong, powerful act.
You gotta go. You threaten public safety, you gotta go, yo. I'm sorry, you wanna come here and try to, pull some shit? It's not gonna happen, not gonna fly. Not with this white guy.
It's called the Laken-Riley Act. So Allison and Lauren, America will never, ever forget our beautiful Laken Hope Riley.
So sad. Like her mom's proud, but she would just so much rather have her daughter there and not have any of the attention. It's just...
Thank you very much. Since taking office, my administration has launched the most sweeping border and immigration crackdown in American history, and we quickly achieved the lowest numbers of illegal border crossers ever recorded. Thank you.
That's good. Good, but do not big booty Latinas can stay though. Say big booty Latinas can stay. Everybody pipe down. Pipe down. You let him finish. He's about to say it.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
That respects big booty Latinas and their right to stay in America. He's forgetting some parts. Trump, 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 Trump.
Thank you. Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them to overwhelm our schools, hospitals, and communities throughout the country. Entire towns like Aurora, Colorado, and Springfield, Ohio, buckled under the weight of the migrant occupation and corruption like nobody's ever seen before. Beautiful towns destroyed.
They're eating
Now,
the cats,
just
they're
as
eating
I
the dogs.
promised in my inaugural address, we are achieving the great liberation of America.
And of those cats and dogs. They're getting liberated as well. Let's not forget about them.
But there still is much work to be done. Here tonight is a woman I have gotten to know.
Imagine that guy's
Alexis
holding a thing that says
Nungary
lies, and he's talking
from
about
Houston.
Lake and Riley getting
Wonderful
raped.
woman.
These
Last
politicians
June,
are
Alexis's
sick.
12-year-old daughter,
That's not a
her
lie.
precious Jocelyn,
That was proven in a
walked
court
to
of
a
law.
nearby
This
convenience
is sad.
store.
We spoke with
She
Jocelyn.
was kidnapped, tied up, assaulted for 2 hours under a bridge, and horrifically murdered. Arrested and charged with this heinous crime are 2 illegal alien monsters from Venezuela, released into America by the last administration through their ridiculous open border. The death of this beautiful 12-year-old girl and the agony of her mother and family touched our entire nation greatly. Alexis, I promised that we would always remember your daughter, your magnificent daughter. And earlier tonight, I signed an order keeping my word to you. One thing I have learned about Jocelyn is that she loved animals so much. She loved nature. Across Galveston Bay, from where Jocelyn lived in Houston, you will find a magnificent national wildlife refuge, a pristine, peaceful, 34,000-acre sanctuary for all of God's creatures on the edge of the Gulf of America. Alexis, moments ago, I formally renamed that refuge in loving memory of your beautiful daughter, Jocelyn. So, Mr. Vice President, if you would, may I have the order?
Oh, this is awesome. Trump knows how to do stuff right. He's a real class act. He is. And what's good about Trump is if he doesn't want to be classy, he knows how to be unclassy. Like, he's perfect at being classy, but he can get in the mud too. That's what makes Trump, so successful.
Thank you very much. All 3 savages charged with Jocelyn and Lakin's murders were members
Jocelyn
of the
Nungary
Venezuelan
Wildlife
prison
Refugee,
gang,
that's
the
good.
toughest gang, they say, in the world, known as Tren de Aragua. 2 weeks ago, I officially designated this gang, along with MS-13 and the bloodthirsty Mexican drug cartels, as foreign terrorist organizations.
Why did it take this long to consider a cartel a foreign adversary or terrorist?
They are now officially in the same category as ISIS, and that's not good for them. Countless
No, it's
thousands
not.
of these terrorists were
not good for
welcomed
them.
into the U.S. by the Biden administration. But now every last one will be rounded up and forcibly removed from our country, or, if they're too dangerous, put in jails, standing trial in this country, because we don't want them to come back ever.
Hit the road,
With us
Jack.
this evening is a
Pablo,
warrior
Juan,
on the
whatever your
front
name is.
lines of that battle, Border Patrol Agent Roberto Ortiz. Great guy.
Thank you, Roberto. That's Alexis Jocelyn's mom right there next to him.
In January, Roberto and another agent were patrolling by the Rio Grande near an area known as Cartel Island. Doesn't sound too nice to me.
No.
When heavily
Sounds like a
armed
reality
gunmen
show,
started
Cartel
shooting at
Island.
them. Roberto saw that his partner was totally exposed, at great danger, and he leapt into action, returning fire and providing crucial seconds for his fellow agent to seek safety, just barely. I have some of the prints of that event, and it was not good. Agent Ortiz, we salute you for your great courage and for your line of fire that you took and for the bravery that you showed. We honor you, and we will always honor you. Thank you, Roberto, very much.
We salute you, Roberto. Dealing with Cartel Island, man, I'm not envious of that. I'll pass. Love Island is even too much for me, that reality show. I don't want to even deal with Cartel Island. And those are just a bunch of people that are,
Thank you, Roberto.
have a narcissistic personality disorder.
And I actually got to know him on my many calls to the border. He's a great gentleman. The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control. They have total control over a whole nation, posing a grave threat to our national security. The cartels are waging war in America, and it's time for America to wage war on the cartels, which we are doing.
But I'll be honest, going to war with the cartel, I think we kind of have to. It's not gonna be,
5 nights ago,
I mean, we could just
Mexican
bomb them, that's what they say,
authorities,
but we're not going to do that. So
because
it's not
of
going to be
our
easy war.
tariff policies being imposed on them. Think of this. Handed over to us 29 of the biggest cartel leaders in their country. That has never happened before. They want to make us happy. First time ever. But we need Mexico and Canada to do much more than they've done, and they have to stop the fentanyl and drugs pouring into the USA. They're going to stop it. I have sent Congress a detailed funding request laying out exactly how we will eliminate these threats to protect our homeland and complete the largest deportation operation in American history, larger even than current record holder President Dwight D. Eisenhower, a moderate man, but someone who believed very strongly in borders. Americans expect Congress to send me this funding without delay so I can sign it into law. So, Mr. Speaker, John Thune, both of you, I hope you're going to be able to do that, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Say Big Booty
Mr.
Latinas
Leader,
can stay.
Thank you. Thank you
Big
very
Booty
much.
Latinas
And
can
let's get
stay
it to
in the
me. I'll
country,
sign it
even
so
if they are
fast,
illegal.
you won't even believe it.
Not really. Just say it. Just for my peace of mind, your peace of mind, everybody's peace of mind, just say it.
And as we reclaim our sovereignty, we must also bring back law and order to our cities and towns. In recent years, our justice system has been turned upside down by radical left lunatics. Many jurisdictions virtually ceased enforcing the law against dangerous repeat offenders while weaponizing law enforcement against political opponents like me. My administration has acted swiftly and decisively to restore fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law, starting at the FBI and the DOJ. Pam, good luck. Cash, wherever you may be, good luck. Good luck. Pam Bondi.
Pam Bondi.
Good luck.
I
So
need to get better
important.
at impersonations.
Going to do a great job.
Pam
Cash,
Bondi, though.
thank you. Thank you, Cash.
See, Cash, I love Cash. He's in the back. He's not trying to. Cash actually likes to be under the radar. It's funny, not that I'm like best friends with Cash, but I dealt with Cash. Like, he does interviews and stuff,
They've
but actually,
already
Cash
started
does not
very
like to be the
strong.
center
They're
of
going to do a
attention,
fantastic job. You're going to be very proud of
which I
them.
respect a lot.
We're also once again giving our police officers the support, protection, and respect they so dearly deserve. They have to get it. They have such a hard, dangerous job, but we're going to make it less dangerous. The problem is the bad guys don't respect the law, but they're starting to respect it, and they soon will respect it. This also includes our great fire departments throughout the country. Our firemen and women are unbelievable people, and I will never forget them. And besides that, they voted for me in record numbers, so I have no choice.
I have no clue. I love the way that Trump just sits there and he has such aura and
1
energy.
year ago
Like,
this month,
he doesn't have to use his hands or anything.
31-year-old New York
his body will
police
face the direction.
officer
You can feel his
Jonathan
energy.
Diller, unbelievably wonderful person and a great
Y'all know
officer,
Cash and them aren't going to really release.
was
anything.
gunned
They're not gonna be
down
allowed
at
to.
a traffic stop on Long Island. I went to his funeral. The vicious criminal charged with his murder had 21 prior arrests, and they were rough arrests, too. He was a real bad one. The thug in the seat next to him had 14 prior arrests and went by the name of Killer. He was Killer. He killed other people, they say, a lot of them. I attended Officer Diller's service, and when I met his wife and one-year-old son, Ryan, it was very inspirational, actually. His widow's name is Stephanie, and she is here tonight. Stephanie, thank you very much, Stephanie. Thank you very much.
To be fair to Trump and all the people that he is acknowledging, very appreciative. They all deserve it. It's very sad, you know, that we're every time we have to acknowledge these people, we're talking about a terrible tragedy. That
Stephanie,
is
we're going
to
to
blame
make
probably
sure
all on
that
the left. I
Ryan
mean, you
knows
know,
his dad was a true hero.
maybe not
New
100%,
York's
but
finest.
majority.
And we're going to get these cold-blooded killers and repeat offenders off our streets, and we're going to do it fast. Got to stop it. They get out with 28 arrests. They push people into subway trains. They hit people over the head,
Light
back
people
of the
on
head
fire.
with baseball bats. We got to get them out of here. I've already signed an executive order requiring a mandatory death penalty for anyone who murders a police officer. And tonight I'm asking Congress to pass that policy into permanent law. I'm also
We like
asking
that.
for a new crime bill getting tough on repeat offenders while enhancing protections for America's police officers so they can do their jobs without fear of their lives being totally destroyed. They don't want to be killed. We're not going to let them be killed. Joining us in the gallery tonight is a young man who truly loves our police. His name is DJ Daniel. He is 13 years old, and he has always dreamed of becoming a police officer.
See, this is positive. Look at him. He's got the love. He's got the love. That's his dad. His dad's a Texan. We love that. Yes. Yes. He has a full mustache. He's 13 years old, though. That's wild. But good for him. His dad's got good facial hair. Like that guy a lot. Yes! Look how serious. He's awesome. That guy's awesome. That kid's awesome. He should be president after Trump.
But in 2018, DJ was diagnosed with brain cancer. The doctors gave him 5 months at most to live. That was more than 6 years ago.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Good for DJ.
Since that time, DJ and his dad have been on a quest to make his dream come true, and DJ has been sworn in as an honorary law enforcement officer actually a number of times. The police love him. The police departments love him. And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director, Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
That's awesome. That makes me shake off. That's awesome. Sky Bear, we're giving awards to children. Chill. He deserves it. He deserves it. Yes. Yes. He should be able to arrest illegal immigrants. We need to put him on the border. DJ. What a good guy. Sky Bear, DJ just he's in the Secret Service now. The youngest Secret Service member ever, 13. But he does have a full mustache. Probably on a lot of hormones and stuff. I know, I said his dad smokes weed earlier. Well, maybe that's why he wants to become a cop, to help his dad.
DJ's doctors believe his cancer likely came from a chemical he was exposed to when he was younger. Since 1975, rates of child cancer have increased by more than 40%.
I think it's higher.
Reversing this trend is one of the top priorities for our new presidential commission to make America healthy again, chaired by our new Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy, Jr. With the name Kennedy, you would have thought everybody over here would have been cheering. How quickly they forget. Our goal is to get toxins out of our environment, poisons out of our food supply, and keep our children healthy and strong. As an example, not long ago, and you can't even believe these numbers, 1 in 10,000 children had autism, 1 in 10,000. And now it's 1 in 36. There's something wrong. 1 in 36. Think of that. So we're going to find out what it is, and there's nobody better than Bobby and all of the people that are working with you. You have the best to figure out what is going on. Okay, Bobby? Good luck. It's a very important job. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobby. 1 in 36.
Good job.
That's obviously not something natural. And obviously, but...
Thank you. My administration is also working to protect our children from toxic ideologies in our schools. A few years ago, January Littlejohn and her husband discovered that their daughter's school had secretly socially transitioned their 13-year-old little girl. Teachers and administrators conspired to deceive January and her husband while encouraging her daughter to use a new name and pronouns, they, them pronoun, actually, all without telling January, who is here tonight and is now a courageous advocate against this form of child abuse. January, thank you.
Thank you, January.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Stories like this are why, shortly after taking office, I signed an executive order banning public schools from indoctrinating our children with transgender ideology.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Too much weird trans stuff. I mean, the gay stuff's too much.
I also signed an order to cut off all
too.
taxpayer funding to any institution that engages in the sexual mutilation of our youth.
Sense based on this one.
And now I want Congress to pass a bill permanently banning and criminalizing sex changes on children and forever ending the lie that any child is trapped in the wrong body. This is a big lie.
It is a big lie. Sorry, I'm far away from the mic. I'll tell you this, man. Skyler will not leave me alone.
And our message to every child in America is that you are perfect exactly the way God made you.
Yes, you are. And Skyler, you're perfect the way God made you too as a cat. No cat is born in the wrong body. Remember that.
Because we're getting
$2. Thank you so
wokeness
much.
out of our schools
First
and
Coast,
out of
Dirty
our
South,
military.
rail
and
fan.
it's
We love it.
already
Thank
out,
you. Free Sean comes.
and
Puff
it's
Daddy
out
did
of
nothing
our
wrong. Well, I
society.
don't know.
We
He
don't
did a lot
want it.
wrong. I just have to read that
Wokeness
legally.
is
But no, he did a
trouble.
lot wrong.
Wokeness is bad. It's gone. It's gone. And we feel so much better for it, don't we? Don't we feel
Yes, we
better?
do.
Our service members won't be activists and ideologues. They will be fighters and warriors. They will fight for our country. And Pete, congratulations. Secretary of
Congrats,
Defense,
Pete. Hey,
congratulations.
Congratulations, brother. Hopefully get rid of some of that waste that we got going on in the dang government.
And he's not big into the woke movement, I can tell you. I know him well. I am pleased to report that in January, the U.S. Army had its single best recruiting month in 15 years, and that all armed services are having among the best recruiting results ever in the history of our services. What a difference.
That's good. That's good. They know that they're probably not going to have to go into and die for a pointless war. That makes sense. And listen, we love the
And
GI
you know,
Bill. We
it was
love
just
the
a
benefits
few months
you get
ago
from enlisting.
where the results were exactly the opposite. We couldn't recruit anywhere.
Yeah.
We couldn't recruit. Now we're having the best results just about that we've ever had. What a tremendous turnaround. It's really a beautiful thing to
Somebody
see.
said
People
Rachel
love our
Levine's a
country
fat
again.
man.
It's very simple. They love our country and they love being in our military again. So it's a great thing. And thank you very much. Great job. Thank you.
We love our men and women in uniform. Thank you for your service. Because a lot of that is pride, you know? You don't want to join something you're not
We're
proud
joined
of. so-
tonight by a young man, Jason Hartley, who knows the weight of that call of duty. Jason's father, grandfather, and great-grandfather all wore the uniform. Jason tragically lost his dad, who was also a Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy when he was just a boy, and now he wants to carry on the family legacy of service. Jason is a senior in high school, a six-letter varsity athlete, a really good athlete, they say, a brilliant student with a
Six-letter.
4.46,
Six
that's
sports.
good, GPA. And his greatest dream is to attend the U.S. Military Academy at West Point.
Cringe. The country's back on track and the evil Democrats hate it. I got exactly what I voted for, with an addition of watching liberals cry and whine. Awesome, Cringe. Look at this young man.
And Jason, that's a very big deal getting in. That's a hard one to get into. But I'm pleased to inform you that your application has been accepted. You will soon be joining the Corps of Cadets.
There we go. Good for you. Get ready to work. Get ready to work. Thank you. Look, they're all happy. And they're like, yeah, come on in. Come on down. Look at the way they're look at those guys are tough guys. Those generals right there. Oh man, you do not want to mess with those guys. Career military guys like that. Woo, that's a special kind
Thank
of
you.
person to be able to
Jason,
do that.
you're going to be on the long gray line, Jason. As Commander-in-Chief, my focus is on building the most powerful military of the future. As a first step, I'm asking Congress to fund a state-of-the-art Golden Dome missile defense shield to protect our
Golden
homeland, all made in the USA.
I think these missile defense deals are probably fake, though. You see how that? I mean, why didn't they shoot him down on October 7th? But why didn't they shoot down the whatever?
And
Some of the
Ronald
people. I don't know.
Reagan
Some of that Iron Dome
Wanted to
stuff.
do it long ago, but the technology just wasn't there, not even close. But now we have the technology. It's incredible, actually. And other places they have it. Israel has it. Other places have it. And the United States should have it too, right, Tim? Right? They should have it too. So I want to thank you. But it's a very, very important. This is a very dangerous world. We should have it. We want to be protected, and we're going to protect our citizens like never before. To boost our defense industrial base, we are also going to resurrect the American shipbuilding industry, including commercial shipbuilding and military
Very true. You
shipbuilding.
never got a good answer about the drone. And then a plane flies into a damn Black Hawk helicopter like a month later.
And
That's
for that
weird.
purpose, I am announcing tonight that we will create a new Office of Shipbuilding in the White House and offer special tax incentives to bring this industry home to America where it belongs. We used to make so many ships. We don't make them anymore very much, but we're going to make them very fast, very soon. It will have a huge impact. To further enhance our national security, my administration will be reclaiming the Panama Canal, and we've already started doing it.
We're getting it back from the Chinese.
Just today, a large American company announced they are buying both ports around the Panama Canal and lots of other things having to do with the Panama Canal and a couple of other canals. The Panama Canal was built by Americans for Americans, not for others, but others could use it. But it was built at tremendous cost of American blood and treasure. 38,000 workers died.
Your Trump is
Building the
pro
Panama
transatlantic.
Canal.
I like this.
They died of malaria. They died of snake bites and mosquitoes. Not a nice place to work. They paid them very highly to go there, knowing there was a 25% chance that they would die. The most expensive project also that was ever built in our country's history, if you bring it up to modern day costs. It was given away by the Carter administration for $1. But that agreement has been violated very severely. We didn't give it to China. We gave it to Panama, and we're taking it back.
Yes. It's good. We're taking it back. Indian giving, which I'm okay with when it comes to this, but normally I don't like Indian giving. But you know, China took it. Come on now. No. We try to
And
be
we have
nice.
Marco
Took advantage
Rubio
of us.
in
Nope.
charge. Good luck, Marco. Now, we know who to blame if anything goes wrong. Marco's been amazing, and he's going to do a great job. Think of it. He got 100 votes. You know, he was approved with actually 99, but the 100th was this gentleman, and I feel very certain. So let's assume he got 100 votes, and I'm either very, very happy about that or I'm very concerned about it. But he's already proven. I mean, he's a great gentleman. He's respected by everybody, and we appreciate you voting
See how
for
he said he could be
Marco.
concerned
He's
because
going to do a fantastic job. Thank you. Thank you. He's doing a great job.
That's kind of weird. That's a little weird.
Great job. And I also have a message tonight for the incredible people of Greenland. We strongly support your right to determine your own future. And if you choose, we welcome you into the United States of America. We need Greenland for national security and even international security. And we're working with everybody involved to try and get it. But we need it really for international world security.
And
I think we're going to get it.
Earth minerals.
One way or the other, we're going to get it. We will keep you safe. We will make you rich, and together we will take Greenland to heights like you have never thought possible before. It's a very small population, but very, very large piece of land and very, very important for military security. America is once again standing strong against the forces of radical Islamic terrorism. 3.5 years ago, ISIS terrorists killed 13 American service members and countless others in the Abbey Gate bombing during the disastrous and incompetent withdrawal from Afghanistan.
So
Not
embarrassing.
that they were withdrawing, it was the way they withdrew. Perhaps the most embarrassing moment in the history of our country. Tonight, I am pleased to announce that we have just apprehended the top terrorist responsible for that atrocity, and he is right now on his way here to face the swift sword of American justice.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for him when he gets here. That's not going to be good for that terrorist. And the fact you got a shot out tonight. Ooh, that's not good. I do not want to trade places with that dude. No way. Not me.
And I want to thank especially the government of Pakistan for helping arrest this monster. This was a very momentous day for those 13 families who I actually got to know very well, most of them, whose children were murdered, and the many people that were so badly, over 42 people, so badly injured on that fateful day in Afghanistan. What a horrible day. Such incompetence was shown that when Putin saw what happened, I guess he said, wow, maybe this is my chance. That's how bad it was. Should have
Maybe.
never happened. Grossly incompetent people. I spoke to many of the parents and loved ones, and they're all in our hearts tonight. Just spoke to them on the phone. We had a big call. Every one of them called, and everybody was on the line, and they did nothing but cry with happiness. They were very happy, as happy as you can be under those circumstances. Their child, brother, sister, son, daughter was killed for no reason whatsoever. In the Middle East, we're bringing back our hostages from Gaza. In my first term, we achieved one of the most groundbreaking peace agreements in generations, the Abraham Accords.
Didn't Netanyahu say he's not going to follow those? Those are good. Yeah, I need 15,000 smelling salts.
And
Stay
now we're
away.
going to build on that foundation to create a more peaceful and
it.
prosperous future for the entire region. A lot of things are happening in the Middle East. People haven't been talking about that so much lately with everything going on with Ukraine and Russia. But a lot of things are happening in the Middle East. It's a rough neighborhood, actually. I'm also working tirelessly to end the savage conflict in Ukraine. Millions of Ukrainians and Russians have been
Needs to
needlessly
end.
killed or wounded in this horrific and brutal conflict with no end in sight. The United States has sent hundreds of billions of dollars to support Ukraine's defense with no security, with no anything. Do you want to keep it going for another 5 years? Yeah, you would say Pocahontas says yes.
I love nicknames like this. It's good.
Two 2,000 people are being killed every single week. More than that. They're Russian young people. They're Ukrainian young people. They're not Americans, but I want it to stop. Meanwhile, Europe has sadly spent more money buying Russian oil and gas than they have spent on defending Ukraine by far. Think of that. They've spent more buying Russian oil and gas than they have defending. And we've spent perhaps $350 billion, like taking candy from a baby. That's what happened.
Joe
And they've
Biden is
spent
that baby.
$100 billion. What a
baby.
difference that is. And we have an ocean separating us, and they don't. But we're getting along very well with them, and lots of good things are happening. Biden has authorized more money in this fight than Europe has spent by billions and billions of dollars. It's hard to believe
why are
that
we
they
getting
wouldn't
more
have
than all
stopped
of
it and
Europe?
said at some point, come on, let's equalize. You got to be equal to us. That didn't happen. Earlier today, I received an important letter from President Zelensky of Ukraine. The letter reads,
Wow.
Ukraine is ready to come to the negotiating table as soon as possible to bring lasting peace closer. Nobody wants peace more than the Ukrainians, he said. My team and I stand ready to work under President Trump's strong leadership to get a peace that lasts. We do really value how much America has done to help Ukraine maintain its sovereignty and independence. Regarding the agreement on minerals and security, Ukraine is ready to sign it at any time that is convenient for you. I appreciate that he sent this letter, just got it a little while ago. Simultaneously, we've had serious discussions with Russia and have received strong signals that they are ready for peace. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Wouldn't that be beautiful?
Yes, that would be beautiful. That would be absolutely beautiful. I like this guy has a good mullet. That guy's got a good mullet going on.
Wouldn't that be beautiful?
That's a beautiful mullet.
It's time to stop this madness. It's time to halt the killing. It's time to end the senseless war. If you want to end wars, you have to talk to both sides. Nearly 4 years ago, amid rising tensions, a history teacher named Mark Fogel was detained in Russia and sentenced to 14 years in a penal colony. Rough stuff. The previous administration barely lifted a finger to help him. They knew he was innocent, but they had no idea where to begin. But last summer, I promised his 95-year-old mother, Malphine, that we would bring her boy safely back home. After 22 days in office, I did just that, and they are here tonight.
Love that vibe. I'm gonna steal that. I'm gonna start doing that. Pre, that's not cheating if I'm blowing kisses, is that? Is that cheating? Are you now Pre says that's are you serious? If I'm doing that, that's cheating? Like if I'm like, no, are you serious? Oh my God, Pre says if I go like that, that's cheating.
To Mark and his great mom, we are delighted to have you safe and sound and with us. As fate would have it, Mark Fogel was born in a small rural town in Butler, Pennsylvania. Have you heard of
go
it?
to Camelot,
where his
born in a
mother has
middle-class
lived
family.
for the past 78 years. I just happened to go there last July 13th for a rally. That was not pleasant. And that is where I met his beautiful mom right before I walked onto that stage. And I told her I would not forget what she said about her son. And I never did I? Never forgot. Less than 10 minutes later, at that same rally, gunfire rang out, and a sick and deranged assassin unloaded 8 bullets from his sniper's perch into a crowd of many thousands of people. My life was saved by a fraction of an inch, but some were not so lucky. Corey Comparator was a firefighter, a veteran, a Christian, a husband, a devoted father, and above all, a protector. When the sound of gunshots pierced the air, it was a horrible sound. Corey knew instantly what it was and what to do. He threw himself on top of his wife and daughters and shielded them from the bullets with his own body. Corey was hit really hard. You know the story from there. He sacrificed his life to save theirs. 2 others, very fine people, were also seriously hit. But thankfully, with the help of 2 great country doctors, we thought they were gone and they were saved. So those doctors had great talent. We're joined by Corey's wife, Helen, who was his high school sweetheart, and their 2 beloved daughters, Allison and Kaylee. Thank you.
Gosh, can you imagine they lost their dad going to a Trump rally by a transgender sniper? It's just the world we live in is so unfair. I know I talk about that all the time, but look at those kids, like that middle child. She's not happy, and I don't blame her because there's nothing to be happy about. There's nothing to be happy about. She doesn't get to hug her dad. Her dad just died, and she doesn't get to see him. I think that clapping is not. It's just a temporary thing.
To Helen, Allison, and Kaylee, Corey is looking down on his 3 beautiful ladies right now, and he is cheering you on. He loves you. He is cheering you on. Corey was taken from us much too soon, but his destiny was to leave us all with a shining example of the selfless devotion of a true American patriot. It was love like Corey's that built our country, and it's love like Corey's that is going to make our country more majestic than ever before. I believe that my life was saved that day in Butler for a very good reason. I was saved by God to make America great again. I believe that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. From the patriots of Lexington and Concord to the heroes of Gettysburg and Normandy, from the warriors who crossed the Delaware to the trailblazers who climbed the Rockies, and from the legends who soared at Kitty Hawk to the astronauts who touched the moon, Americans have always been the people who defied all odds, transcended all dangers, made the most extraordinary sacrifices, and did whatever it took to defend our children, our country, and our freedom. And as we have seen in this chamber tonight, that same strength, faith, love, and spirit is still alive and thriving in the hearts of the American people. Despite the best efforts of those who would try to censor us, silence us, break us, destroy us, Americans are today a proud, free, sovereign, and independent nation that will always be free, and we will fight for it till death. We will never let anything happen to our beloved country, because we are a country of doers, dreamers, fighters, and survivors. Our ancestors crossed a vast ocean, strode into the unknown wilderness, and carved their fortunes from the rock
I want
and
to start shit
soil
with China. I want to go
of
to
a
war with China.
perilous
So I can go to China and
and
start
very
fighting
dangerous frontier. They chased
steal a bunch of
our
iPhones.
destiny across a boundless continent. They built the railroads, laid the highways, and graced the world with American marvels like the Empire State Building, the mighty Hoover Dam,
Chinese people
and the
built the Hoover
towering
Dam?
Golden Gate Bridge. They lit the
They did
world
build
with
that.
electricity, broke free of the force of gravity, fired up the engines of American industry, vanquished the communists, fascists, and Marxists all over the world, and gave us countless modern wonders sculptured out of iron, glass, and steel. We stand on the shoulders of these pioneers who won and built the modern age. These workers who poured their sweat into the skylines of our cities. These warriors who shed their blood on fields of battle and gave everything they had for our rights and for our freedom. Now it is our time to take up the righteous cause of American liberty. And it is our turn to take America's destiny into our own hands and begin the most thrilling days in the history of our country. This will be our greatest era. With God's help, over the next 4 years, we are going to lead this nation even higher, and we are going to forge the freest, most advanced, most dynamic, and most dominant civilization ever to exist on the face of this earth. We are going to create the highest quality of life, build the safest and
Thank you, Mark. God
wealthiest
bless
and
America. God bless Alex
healthiest
Stein.
and most
Mark
vital
rules. Thank you, Mark.
communities anywhere in the world. We are going to conquer the
Mark's
vast
man.
frontiers of science, and we're going to lead humanity into space and plant the American flag on the planet Mars and even far beyond.
Yeah, I mean, that's good, I guess. I mean, I think we should worry about spending money here on Earth if we're going to Mars, but I know everybody loves interplanetary travel. I get it. But none of us are ever going to go to Mars, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That's cool. Let's go to Mars.
And through it all, we are going to rediscover the unstoppable power of the American spirit. And we are going to renew unlimited promise of the American dream. Every single day, we will stand up and we will fight for the country our citizens believe in and for the country our people deserve.
Let's fight, dude. I want to go and get in a fight right now. We need to go to a local, like, liberal bar or something so I can go fight people right now. Should we go to South Dallas and go to one of those bars and I can go fight with some people in the street? I feel jacked up.
My fellow
now.
Americans,
No.
get ready for an incredible
I just have
future
a lot of
because
adrenaline.
the golden age of America has only just begun. It will
golden
be
age,
like
bitch!
nothing that has ever been seen before. Thank you. God bless you, and God bless America.
Golden age, here we come, mother trucker! I love gold. I got gold eye. I got gold teeth. I love gold. Give me the gold. Give me the damn gold. Semper Fidelis. We love it. Roy Lee Painter. Thank you. Semper Fi, my guy. I love it. We're gonna make our military badass again, even though I kind of think trans people should be allowed because they are pretty good at, you know, shooting people and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm not gonna critique it. I'm gonna let it play out, and then, you know, I'm not gonna tell him he's wrong or right. I think everything he said is right, but you know what I mean. Let's just let's let the plan come together. Trust the plan. Trust the plan. Wow, is it? Now the audio just went out. I don't hear it. Look at the military guys. It looks like a lot of the people on that side left. Why does that black woman act like Donald Trump has freaking COVID-19 or something? Like, you don't have to act like that. You don't have to act like that. He's the president. He's got aura. You know, he's got aura. These women are so ridiculous. That woman probably wants that. She probably wants to open 2 Planned Parenthoods in her district. She can't abort a baby fast enough in her district. Look at the judge. Look at him smiling. Amy Comey. Look at the Justice Kavanaugh. I mean, give me a break. I don't like Amy. Amy's full of it. You can just tell her energy's bad too. I don't know how she got even, you know, certified or whatever. Yeah, Amy is the worst. Thank you. I see Pre in the chat. I know. Amy sucks. She sucks. Well, I know that there's a rebuttal. I think the liberals do a rebuttal. I'm not sure where they do the rebuttal, on what channel. Let me try to see if I can find it, because we can kind of yell at that person a little bit. They say that there's another, one of the politicians does their, and they pick one. Maybe it's on CNN. I don't know. Here, let's go. Let's see if we can find it. Let's go to Trump. Let's go. Let's see. Upload date. Let's see if we can find it. Response. Yeah, upcoming. Senator Sanders responds. So that's coming up. Let's see. Let's see what Bernie has to say. You think Joe Rogan's on Bernie's side? I don't know, but let's hang out a little bit longer. Thank you guys for watching. You guys have been great. Everybody's hit the like button. We got almost 700 likes. You guys rule. Tomorrow we're back in studio. We got the Mavericks Superfan. We're gonna kind of have. I know you guys are probably sick and tired of talking about the Mavericks, but I got 2 big things planned. Tomorrow we're talking to this guy that I'm gonna plan some stuff with. But Kyrie Irving is out for the year with a torn ACL. Anthony Davis's team had a meeting today saying that they're going to hang it up for the rest of the season, that there's no point in him risking even, injuring himself even more. So the Mavericks are done. The ticket prices are about to totally tank. So I need to have a guy where strategically, with a few games left in the season, I think there's 5 or 6 games left, maybe less, maybe 4 or 5 home games. It might even be less. We got to put the pressure on the Mavs. So we're going to really start thinking about some ideas on how we can at least get some attention on Nico. Not that they don't already have enough attention, but they need to be exposed. They need to be put on blast. And I don't want to get banned from the NBA, but I think it's a high possibility that I will be getting banned. Okay, yes. While I have you here, guys, big chat rap meetup, April 26th through the 29th. We're going to be in Las Vegas and Nevada. The 27th, we got a comedy show at Wise Guys Comedy Club. And we're going to be doing and meeting up at the Rio Hotel right off the strip. There's great prices. It will be. Oh my man, Super Fat Bubba Lie, babe. I love Super Fat Bubba Lie. I miss Super Fat Bubba Lie. Why didn't you come to the last bar, babe? Super Fat's in the chat. I didn't. Super Fat wasn't at the thing, was he? Yeah, Super Fat, we've missed you, brother. Hope to see you. Hopefully, I'll see you again soon. We love Super Fat Bubba Light. That guy's a badass, true badass. Viva Las Vegas. And then also, don't forget, for all of you guys watching, we are going to be on campus at noon in Dallas at the University of Texas at Dallas. I think it's technically in Irving, though, babe. Google it. What's the technical city that it's in? Even though it's called UTD, it's not actually in Dallas proper. But it doesn't matter. We're going to be... Richardson, excuse me, I said Irving. It's technically in Richardson.
You have been watching President Donald Trump's joint address to Congress, which just concluded in the U.S. House chamber.
Oh, here it is.
He is still making his way out of the House, being greeted by law.
Okay. Crap. Let's hear this crazy guy.
Who was 150 years old, or 200 years old, or 300 years old, is receiving Social Security checks.
Yeah.
And on the lies go.
Bernie is a vampire. If he's defending
Now,
300-year-olds
the
getting
purpose
checks.
of all of this lying is not just to push
How is
this
that a
hateful
lie?
right-wing ideology. It is not just to try
Who is
to
that
divide
hateful
us
against?
up. It
Who
is
is
more
that
than
hateful
that.
against?
It is a masterful effort, and you saw that tonight.
Wait, real quick. I don't understand. Who is that hateful against? 300-year-olds? That's hateful against 300-year-olds or 200-year-olds or 149-year-olds that don't? There's none on Earth. Who is this? Who is this attacking? Like, who is this? How is this racist to say that people that are dead should not be getting paid? This is insane. Let's go, Bernie.
To deflect attention away from the most important issues facing the people of our country. Issues that Trump and his billionaire friends do not want to address
like you don't have any billionaire
because
friends,
it is not in their financial interests to do so. Trump gave his State of the Union speech tonight. But if you listen closely, that speech had very little to say about the State of the Union, about what is really going on in our country, especially
he's starting to slip a
working
little.
families.
The
Trump
age is
spoke
starting to show.
for over 90 minutes, although I must confess it seemed a lot longer than that. And he almost completely ignored
Bernie can't even talk. His lower
the
jaw is
issues
barely
that
hanging
are
off for life.
keeping working people up at night as they worry about how their families are going to survive in these very tough times. And I will tell you exactly why Trump had very little to say about the real crises facing the working class of this country. Think back 6 weeks ago when Trump was inaugurated for a second term as president, just 6 weeks ago. Standing right behind him were the three wealthiest men in this country, Mr. Musk, Mr. Bezos, and Mr. Zuckerberg. And standing behind them were 13 other billionaires who Trump had nominated to head major government agencies.
Shut up.
Many of these same billionaires, including Musk,
what about
were
Bill
in
Gates'
the
dumbass?
Capitol tonight listening to that speech.
Okay.
In other words, it is there for all to see. The Trump administration is not hiding it. The Trump administration is a government of the billionaire class, by the billionaire class, and for the billionaire class.
What are we supposed to act like?
Notwithstanding some
of
their rhetoric,
power and influence in politics.
this is
Like,
a
what
government
is
that could care less about ordinary Americans and the working families of our country. My friends, we are no longer moving toward oligarchy. We are living in an oligarchic society.
Oh, shut
Now let's take a moment and try to escape from Trump's parallel universe.
My audio's low.
The universe that you heard tonight. And let's do something really, really radical. Let's actually take a hard look at the problems that Americans are facing.
Let's hear him.
Today, 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
Yes.
Unlike Trump, I grew
I
up
would
in
say
a
even
family
more than 60.
that lived paycheck to paycheck, and I know something about that reality. It means that every day, millions of Americans worry about how they're going to pay their rent, pay for childcare, pay for a doctor's visit when they get sick.
Yes.
They worry about what happens when their car breaks down and they can't afford
Everybody's
the $1,000
very worried
it
about
costs
that,
to
even
get
me.
it fixed. And what happens when they can't get to work because they don't have a car.
It's terrible.
They worry about how they can afford to buy healthy food for their kids.
Yeah, so how are you
when
going to
the
help
price
us
of
with this
food
stuff, Bernie?
off
This is
the charts.
obvious. People don't like when their car
Funny.
breaks down, and it's
I heard Trump
financially
speaking for
hard
90
on them.
minutes tonight. I didn't hear one word from him about the economic reality facing 60% of our people, or the
Oh, come
enormous
on, Bernie.
stress that they are living under. 90-minute speech, not one word about the economic reality.
It's funny that he's talking about economic realities when it's his party that is sending billions of dollars to Ukraine. Now he's talking about economic disparity. Of course, people are struggling. Of course, when people have car issues and their transmission goes out or their engine goes out, they're going to be financially in a lot of trouble. I mean, I'm not wealthy by any means, but I make okay money. I'm saying that when my car, if I have a $5,000 car issue, that is hard for me. That is hard for any American, all Americans. So Bernie, what is Trump supposed to go there and go, I know a lot of you guys, your cars are breaking down and you can't afford to fix it, but I mean, what the hell? Come on, Bernie. We know that it's your party that is really more responsible for the death of the middle class than anybody else. And creating a social service welfare state, that doesn't help the people that are struggling, actually. You could argue that it actually hurts them more, because then they're incentivized not to work hard, not to do better for themselves in order to not mess up their social services. So let's just hear what he has to say.
Facing American workers. But that's not all. Today in America, everyone knows that our healthcare system is broken. It is dysfunctional, and it is outrageously expensive. We remain the only wealthy nation on earth not to guarantee health care for all. Mr. President,
I do tend to agree that our healthcare system
really
screwed
want
up.
to make
I mean, we
America
gotta
great
fix
again?
that.
Then make sure that every American, regardless of income, can go to a doctor or a hospital and not worry about how they're going to pay.
Yeah, how did
the
Obamacare?
bills.
Did Obamacare
President
solve that?
Trump,
No.
health care is a human right. I didn't hear one word from you, not one word. Over 90-minute speech, not one word from you about the health care crisis that is impacting many, many millions of our people. Nor did I hear you say why we pay by far the highest prices in the world for prescription drugs, sometimes 10 times more than the people in other
Trump
countries.
on his campaign trail,
And why one out
I
of
heard
4
him say
Americans
multiple
are
times that
unable
he
to
wants to
afford
put in
the
caps and lower drug
prescriptions
prices,
their
and that he did.
doctors
So
prescribe.
let's not act like he is not interested
Not
in that.
one word about the outrageously high cost of prescription drugs.
It is high, though.
Mr. President,
our prices
we have
are
nearly
jacked up.
800,000 Americans who are homeless. Over 20 million of our people spend more than half of their limited income on housing.
Yeah, then stop giving them free hotel rooms in Manhattan to Venezuelan drug dealers and gangbangers and cartel members. Then we'd have some money left over from the USAID or whatever to give some Americans some social services or some help.
We have a major housing crisis in America. Everyone knows it, apparently, except you. Because in your speech tonight, I didn't hear you mention the housing crisis. Today in America, we have more income and wealth inequality than we've ever had. 3 richest people in America, the folks Trump invited to stand behind him at his inauguration, now own more wealth than the bottom half of our society.
I agree.
170
I do think Trump's going to work on that, but that is.
Did anyone out
Our
there
healthcare system
hear
is terrible.
one
It
word
needs to be
from
totally
the President
revamped.
of the United States on that enormously important issue, which gets to the very fabric of our society? So few owning so much while so many people suffer.
I talk about that all the
And
time.
here's something else the president forgot to discuss. Not only is our life expectancy 4 years lower than other wealthy countries.
I wonder what that is. Maybe the
The
experiment
bottom
that we did for 3 years.
50%
Maybe
in
did
this
that hurt
country,
our
the
life
working class
expectancy
of
a little?
America, on average, live 7 years shorter lives than the top 1%. Got that? In
Well,
other
isn't that
words,
obvious, though?
being poor or working class in this country today is a death sentence. Did you hear any discussion tonight as to why so many of our people are living shorter lives than they should? During his speech tonight, Trump did not have one word to say about how we are going to address the planetary crisis of climate change.
Oh my gosh,
The
climate
last
change
10
is
years,
bullshit.
as most Americans know, have been the warmest ever recorded, and extreme weather disturbances and natural disasters have been taking place all over the world, from
Probably
California to
geoengineered by the
India,
government, but don't get me
across
started.
Europe to North Carolina. And yet, not surprisingly, Trump had nothing to say about climate change except, I guess, drill, baby, drill. Well, that's
Yes,
going to
let's
help a whole
go.
lot.
No, let's
And let's
drill.
be clear. Not only did Trump fail to talk about some of the most important issues facing the working class of America,
Yeah, we literally had another winter
but the
storm in Dallas this
solutions,
week.
in quote, he proposed would only make a bad situation even worse. Yep, I did hear Trump talk tonight about some tax breaks for working families in terms of not taxing tips, not taxing Social Security,
You have to like
and
that,
not
Bernie.
taxing overtime.
You like that?
Fine. But that is chump change compared to the benefits he's going to give to the 1%. And it doesn't tell the whole story about his tax policies. According to a recent study by the Institute on Taxation and Economic Policy, if all of Trump's so-called America
Bernie is
First
a millionaire
policies
too with
are
4 different
enacted,
houses. Remember that.
including his tariffs, which he spoke a lot about tonight, the bottom 95% of Americans will see their taxes go up, while the richest 5% in our country will see their taxes go down, way down. Tonight, in so many words, Trump urged Congress to pass his big, beautiful budget. Do you know what's really in it? This budget would cut Medicaid by $880 billion. Oh, I guess Trump forgot to talk about that. $880 billion cut in Medicaid. According to one estimate, it means that up to 36 million Americans, including millions of children, would be thrown off the health insurance they have. And one person throwing millions of kids off of the health insurance they have. When you cut Medicaid, drastically means the nursing homes.
Oh, the weather is starting to go crazy outside. Just cut out for a second.
Will either have to shut down, lay off
It's
workers,
windy.
or significantly
I was
scale
on
back
a
the
tornado
services
last
they
night.
provide seniors. Gee, I didn't hear that from Trump tonight. It would be a devastating blow, these cuts to Medicaid, for the 32 million Americans who get their health care at community health centers. And it's not just Medicaid that Trump's budget would cut. It would also cut nutrition assistance by at least $230 billion. I want you to think about that for a moment.
I'm
And can you
thinking
imagine
of weather. The weather
billionaire
all
class,
windy.
people who can support their families, some of these guys are tens of billions of dollars, support their families for the next 10 generations, 50 generations. People who live in incredible poverty. People who own their own jet planes, they own their own private islands, they own their own spaceships, trying to get tax breaks by taking food out of the mouths of low-income kids.
Oh, shut
That
up.
truly is disgusting. What we are seeing is the Robin Hood principle in reverse, taking from the poor and giving to the rich and the very, very rich.
That's not
And here is
real.
something else Trump has been doing. For the past several weeks, he and his good friend Elon Musk, who is up there in the audience tonight, have been throwing hundreds of thousands of federal employees off their jobs.
Yeah.
Now, I know some of you are saying, well, that's too bad, but that's the federal government.
That is too bad.
Not me, it's not me. It's just those guys who work for the federal government. But I want you to think about this.
The federal
Think about it
government's
for a moment.
incompetent and sucks at their job. So
If Musk
go
and
get a
his
new
friends can arbitrarily throw federal workers out on the street today, what do you think that Musk and his fellow billionaires will be doing tomorrow when artificial intelligence and robotics explode.
They'll let you lose your job to artificial intelligence, sadly. But, you know, if you see what Bernie is doing here, it's just so egregious. Like, it's just false. He's just lying. Like, I know that he's kind of insinuating stuff, but like Trump wants more of a middle class. That's the problem, is Bernie wants to kill the middle class
In this country. Do you think they'll give a damn about you and your families? No, they will treat you exactly the way they're treating federal employees today. You will be.
Listen, I don't want anybody to lose their job, but if you were working for the federal government and you lose your job, you got a pretty good resume. You can probably get hired if you're halfway decent at your job at a lot of other places. You know, believe it or not, people want to hire ex-government employees. I don't know why, because the government is totally incompetent, sucks at their job. But I would believe that their resume, if they were working for a federal agency, it doesn't matter what that federal agency is, they go into the private sector, they'll have a good job, good chance, strong possibility of getting another job. So let's not act like these people are destitute and they can't ever work again.
Out on the street as well. But it is not only absurd domestic policies that we've got to fight. For the first time in our 250-year history, we have a president who is turning his back on democracy and aligning us with authoritarianism. No, we must not abandon the people of Ukraine who were invaded by the Russian dictator Vladimir Putin. We must always stand for democracy.
He's talking about money, talking about low income, talking about taking money from the poor and giving to the rich, reverse Robin Hood. They're doing reverse Robin Hood right there. With Ukraine, they're taking our money, us poor Americans, and giving it to Vladimir Zelensky so Ukrainians can go live in the most expensive and have the most expensive ski chalet in Switzerland or whatever the hell they are vacationing at. Like, give me a fucking break, Bernie. All of a sudden, you're going to come here and cheerlead for fucking Ukraine. You think you'd be at least intellectually honest and be like, listen, that's a waste of money too. We got to help Americans. So go fuck yourself.
Not dictatorship. Let me be very clear. Regardless of where Trump is taking this country, here's what I think and what I believe the American people want us to do. They want us to end a corrupt campaign finance system. Well, golly gee, I didn't hear Mr. Trump talk about that tonight.
Oh, it's funny you talk about that campaign finance. So what is it? Kamala Harris spent $1 billion to lose her fucking election. I'm cussing too much. I gotta relax. Kamala Harris spent $1 billion and still was $200 million in debt. Is that why their campaign finance probably needs to be revamped?
Campaign finance system, which allows a handful of billionaires to buy elections. It is beyond crazy.
They couldn't buy the
someone
last one.
like Elon Musk can contribute over $270 million to help get Trump elected, and then he gets to run the government.
Oh, and Bill Gates didn't
influence
influence elections?
That any member of Congress who stands up to Netanyahu's brutal war in Gaza can expect to be opposed by millions of dollars in campaign contributions coming from AIPAC.
Bernie does have a point there.
The American people want us to end this disastrous Citizens United Supreme Court decision and move to the public funding of elections. Democracy is supposed to be about one person, one vote, not billionaires buying the political candidates of their
Bernie
choice.
is licking his lips a lot. I do that too when I'm
further,
really pontificating.
No,
though, 'cause
we
your
should
lips
not
get
be
dry.
giving tax breaks to
it's hard to
billionaires.
explain.
That's not what we should be doing. We must
We should be
demand
giving
that
money
the
to Vladimir
wealthiest
Zelensky
people
so he can
in
play
this
the piano with
country
his penis.
start paying their fair share of taxes. We must raise the federal minimum wage of $7.25 an hour to a living wage of at least $17 an hour. We must make it easier for workers to join trade unions, grow the union movement, and prevent corporations from violating labor laws with impunity by passing the PRO Act, legislation that I will be introducing tomorrow. No, we are not going to cut Social Security. Quite the contrary. We must expand Social Security benefits and extend its solvency for the next 75 years by scrapping the cap that allows a billionaire to pay the same amount into Social Security as a truck driver. Too many of our seniors are hurting today for us to be talking about cutting Social Security. Over 20% seniors in this country living on $15,000 a year or less.
Oh, we love Wilford
Further,
Burnley.
instead of
$5.
making
Thank
massive
you.
cuts to
I am once
Medicaid,
again asking for
we
your
must
financial
join-
support, King Griff Bernie. I know the guy that's a socialist. I think Jimmy or Brandon put it in the chat. You know, yet he's made millions of dollars selling books and owns multiple houses all across the world. Yeah. So listen, a lot of what Bernie says, though, it's like how Jogan was a fan of Bernie. Bernie's better than Hillary Clinton, right? I mean, Bernie's not. He's a libtard, but he's a little bit better version of a libtard. He's kind of this libtard, libertarian-ish kind of guy. And so some of the stuff, like, you know, hey, we probably do need to revamp our healthcare system, but the attacks that he's taking on Trump and some of his takes about Ukraine, it just shows you that he's not being intellectually honest with what he truly believes, and that he feels like that's what he has to say, because I think that's he's trying to garner support from the anti-Trump people by saying that, because he has to know that what's happening in the Ukraine needs to end, and you know, we need to save lives and not cause more people to die. It's just stupid.
in every other major country in guaranteeing health care to all of our people through a Medicare for all single-payer program. We must also take on the greed of the pharmaceutical industry, get them to charge us what they charge other countries, reducing prescription drug prices by 50%. And at a time of a terrible housing crisis in Vermont and in every area of our country, we must build at least 4 million units of low-income and affordable housing, stop corporate landlords from jacking up rent prices, and establish a cap on rent. In a competitive global economy, we need the best educated workforce in the world. All of our young people must have the ability to get a higher education.
You know, he wrote this before Trump even spoke, so you guys know this is all pre-planned before.
Tuition-free and canceling student debt.
Cancel
yes,
student debt.
We can create millions
We
of
should just make it where people can default on their
by
loans.
combating climate change,
how it works,
and moving our energy system away from fossil fuels and into sustainable energy. You know, I heard a lot of talk about freedom tonight from Mr. Trump. Well,
yeah, look how he quotes
in
freedom
a free
like it's a bad
society,
thing.
we must absolutely guarantee that it is the women of America who control their own bodies, not the local, state, or federal governments.
Oh, shut up. I love how he says that,
No,
because
I
he doesn't
know,
want to say abortion is
'cause I've
murder.
heard from
Fucking
many of
coward.
you
Excuse my French.
That there are a lot
Women
of
have to
people out
protect
there
their bodies. What
who
about
are
the baby's
feeling
body? Why can't
angry
we protect the baby's body?
and frustrated at what's going on here in Washington, D.C. And some of you may feel a bit hopeless. So let me say this. At this particular moment in history, despair is not an option. Giving up is not acceptable.
Okay.
And none of us have the privilege of hiding under the covers. The stakes are just too
Who
high.
hides under the covers? Like, what is
Let
that
us
analogy?
never forget, real change only occurs when ordinary people stand up by the millions
I agree with that.
against oppression and injustice.
Because really, we're all
And
ordinary. We
fight
all should stand
back.
up.
That is the history of the founding of our nation, when brave men and women took on the mighty, invincible.
I do like that idea, though, that we are ordinary people, and ordinary people, it's our duty to actually have to stand up, even though it's uncomfortable to do that. But I mean, this is just, you know, Trump could use the same thing, you know, ordinary people standing up for what they believe in. Like, that's a bipartisan statement, but I do agree with him.
British Empire. It is the history of the abolitionist movement, the history of the labor movement, the history of the civil rights movement, the women's movement, the environmental movement, and the gay rights movement. Yes,
Bernie has a
I
go
know.
straight gay. What about Seth Rich? Why don't you
The
talk about Seth
oligarchs
Rich?
are enormously powerful.
Bernie, remember Seth
I
Rich?
deal with them every day. I know that.
He really tried to help
Yes,
you.
they
You turned
have
your back on him.
endless amounts of money. Yes, they control our economy, and they own much of the media. They have enormous influence over our political system. But from the bottom of my heart, I am convinced that they can be beaten. If we stand together and not let them divide us up by the color of our skin or where we were born or our religion or the language we speak or our sexual orientation. If we bring our people together around an agenda that works for the many and not just the few, there is nothing in the world that can stop us. We can win. We will win. Let us go forward together. Thank you all very much.
All right, Bernie's he needs to smoke some weed. Bernie needs to smoke weed, honestly. I'm not even kidding when I say that. Bernie needs to smoke weed. All right, guys, we got to watch Trump. I think he dominated. Bernie made like one decent point. I think, he made a little, healthcare. We probably need to fix healthcare, but let's give Trump some time. And he's not going to be able to just fix it because, all these unelected bureaucrats are, there's just so much red tape. It's not like Trump's just going to be able to wave a magic wand, but we need to give him some time because maybe he can lower the prices of insulin and some of the major stuff that we use. And guys, that's been our stream. We're going to be back in studio tomorrow. We got a Maverick-centric stream. Then we're going to be this Thursday. If you're in Dallas, come on out to UTD in Richardson. It's going to be insane. At noon, we're doing a tabling event. Let's go wild. Just come on out. Debate me. Watch me debate some people, but let's just go have a good time and enjoy each other's presence and good games. Thank you guys for watching. I love you guys. We almost got 8,000 likes before the stream ends. You guys rule. Thank you for watching. Bernie, you need to start smoking weed. Bernie. All right, I love you guys. Peace and good night.